Hi friends, welcome in, welcome in. I hope everyone's doing so well today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry for how chaos. Congrats on first. Hi Dad Bod, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Hi Azzy. I hope everyone's doing so well. Thank you so much for bearing with me there. Chaotic, chaotic time is me. But thank you for bearing with me. I didn't really know if I was going to go live today or not. I can't, I'm finding it hard to gauge just on vibes and vibes alone. Also, Palia is muted, but while I just intro, I was like, we'll have it muted while it loads in and it sorts itself out. Um, but yeah, I've just been really struggling to know for my body and my mind, like when I can and can't do streams. So I was like kind of toying with the idea. And then I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't know. And then I was like, no, I should just take this opportunity to stream because there's been periods of time where I felt so fatigued and horrible that it's like streaming would just not have been even vaguely on the cards. So I was like, I kind of need to take advantage, you know? And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going back on Palia because it is like a safe game for me, I guess. It's easy. My brain doesn't need to think about things too much, really. And we're going to actually do our weeklies. We used to do these all the time, but then I fell off and didn't really do them, and now I just plushie hunt a lot of the time. But I decided today, I was like, you know what, we could do weeklies because I haven't really. There's probably a couple I've done by accident, but there's quite a few that I probably haven't. Definitely like fishing, I haven't touched. And cooking, we'll see if we can be bothered. um, but I thought it'd be fun to just like do it together. You know, it's a nice like chill, low spoons activity. I will put Palia's noise on now. Let me find the friend. Woo! There we go. Woo! There we go. All right, perfect, 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 perfect. Looks all good, I think. Looks all good. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Slash time zone, because it might be the end of your day. Time zones are crazy. Time zones are weird. And it's always kind of, I always find them really funny and odd and weird. I still don't really understand why they are a thing. I'll be honest. Like, I still don't understand. But yeah, we're going to be doing some weeklies today. I think it should be nice because it's a little bit of a change of pace. Because we've been doing a lot of plushie hunting, of course, lately. But weeklies, there is some that have been done. No surprise, the bug catching ones kind of have already accidentally been done. As well as a couple of random ones. But as you can see, like majority, no. Majority, we are missing quite a few bits and bobs here. And I think we can amply make really good progress and moves on these, to be honest, today. We haven't looked around plots in ages, so I think that would actually be really fun to do because I have not done any looking around plots in, well, months and months and months, really. So it'd be really interesting to see since the game has progressed quite a lot since the last time. There's so many new items and stuff. I would love to do that. Obviously, we should be able to do the ranching fairly chill, and we might even start with ranching. Bug buddies, we are obviously sorted. Now, food, listen, we'll see. We'll see if we can or will get these done. But they're not my high priority. Fishing would also be really good as well. I think some fishing would be fun, and maybe doing it in the Royal Highlands because I definitely miss hanging out there. We haven't been there for the last couple of streams, and that's kind of sad. Go with the flow. We need to find trees, magic trees, so we might even do a flow grove, which feels like I don't think been to a flow grove in so long now. I have no idea. And then again, these are just to do with crops, and these are to do with hunting and mining. I'm like, I think we can make some pretty tea stuff, to be honest. I'm just gonna first off check out if I have anything in my crafters, because I don't think I've looked in like 2 streams, and I'm like, lol, is anything in here that I need to like transfer or that would be useful for the day? Not massively by the looks of it. But we have some random platinum. Do I even have any? No, I do not have any extra, so we'll just take that out. We do have silver, though. We do have silver. We might as well chuck that in. Random. I don't think we have yet. We have no extra gold. We'll leave that there, though, honestly. We'll leave that there. What do we have a lot of? Do we have a lot of anything? No. Lol. All good, all good. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I hope the office is going well today. Can we put some... Do we need jadium ore? I'm just trying to think of what can we shove in that we would make so we have more space, essentially. I'm keeping these here because I'm like, listen, we need all the space we can get. Actually, yeah, same with the wood. Like, we got quite a lot of wood yesterday, so we can chuck those in, actually, and just make it, like, around 100. That'll give us a wee bit extra space. I think that'll be tea. I think that'll be tea. This is kind of already tapped out, and I'm just going to leave it as is. Maybe this... Yeah, we don't really have a lot of stuff, but we might as well just chuck that in. You know? No harm in doing that. Just going to check. Yikes. Yeah, okay. The bug bag is a bit, but I just repair all of them, make sure they're all tip-top in shape and stuff like that. I think I might turn off the chat today, because, nope. Don't know how I always get it wrong. What? I think that's the right one, isn't it? Resume? Yeah, I think so. Just so the chat's not constantly there, you know. Let's actually think. What food have we got to feed our animals? Literally none. I wonder if I can check real quick and see if I do actually have any. Also, last time, right? This is so funny. I think yesterday's stream I was watching the VOD back and getting like a clip and stuff that I was putting up on YouTube, and I swear at one point I said that I didn't have the ladybug plush, and I'm like, I did, because we did a whole stream dedicated to it. So I'm slightly concerned how bad my memory is, because it do be really bad. Let's just see if there's anything. We have randomly got bean burgers, but I think that I don't want to be harsh, but I think they're kind of too good for my animals. I think we might need to go buy some, because cooking some would take forever. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. No, for real, for real. I was like, looking back and I was like, I swear I said on stream yesterday, I was like, I think I said I didn't have it, or that was one that I really wanted, and I was like, we have it. Like, there was a whole stream dedicated to it. Like, I mean, my memory is quite bad, but that's pretty bad. That is, in fact, pretty dang bad. We hate to see it. We hate to see it. All right, let's get into the function. Kind of excited, honestly, to do weeklies, because it used to be something that I did a lot because it was bouncing between different activities. And for my brain, that was just kind of nice. Whereas lately, I've just kind of been focusing on the one thing at a time, usually just plushie hunting or bug catching, or, you know, maybe for some of the bundles and stuff, which I actually, now I'm thinking about it, cannot remember what I need for the bundles. So I'm like, oh dear. Not entirely sure. So we might have a little look at that today. We'll see. We'll see where the day takes us. We'll see where the day takes us. But I was like, I just couldn't get my brain to settle today. Like, I had big plans. Okay, not really big plans, but I have a lot of junk journaling to catch up on. And my brain was just like, no, you know? And it's really annoying. But that's just ADHD. And I'm just slowly learning to not get really annoyed at it all the time. Hi, Chart. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. I was going to say, I was like, who is this? It's Hassian making moves. Where's Tao, though? Where's your friend? Where's Tao? Oh. Oh. So, okay. Tell me why I'm seeing more and more clips of, like, the NPCs just acting in really glitchy ways recently. Is it just me? But I'm seeing them loads. I'm like, is everyone just collectively having a bit of a moment? The game does seem a little bit glitchy of late. I do apologize if there's any, like, tearing and stuff on screen. I'm at work, so I'm tired. Oh, no. I hope it's a quick day for you. I'm just going to look what we need. Oh, we need some more of these. Jeez, I completely forgot about that. And milk. Milk's doable. Yeah, too cool. They're just like, bye. I also have to, like, make all this food, and I'm like, no. Resets in 20 hours? Oh, wait, no, that means this. I was going to say, sorry. Oh, I was really scared. I was like, hold on a minute. I don't think this resets in... This doesn't reset in 20 hours. These dailies do. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Does it tell us when the dailies reset? Not the daily, sorry. The... whatchamacallit? The bundle board? It just says each month. I can't remember when this one came out. Yay! I can't remember. I cannot remember, but ooh, hopefully fingers crossed. Green fingers crossed. Alright, let's... I don't think I have any cooking medals. Okay, I have 33, so that's not too bad, but I think I have quite a good amount of... Oh yeah, OT, we're actually balling. I'm going to sell these as well, because I literally don't need them. And you can sell them anywhere, which is just the best. But I'm going to get some lettuce soup. Diabolical lettuce soup, because it's usually what I feed my animals, because it's cheap. It's cheap and cheerful, and I simply cannot be bothered, and I will just top myself up to 30, and I think that's probably okay. I don't think I'm going to actually end up buying anything from Ref. I think we're okay for that. I think we're fine. Hassian isn't... Wow, Hassian's making moves, but, like, glitchy, like, PS2 graphic type moves. So, damn, okay, it's busy at the function. Damn, okay. Jeez, I just want to... Let me open the store a second. Jeez. I usually just try and buy, like, one thing to try and get loads of these lucky coins. One day we're going to just blast through them, but I'm like, maybe I could save them up until Christmas. Oh, I could buy milk. Is that really lazy? Yeah, it is. But if I bought it now, then I don't have to... I can't remember how much I needed. I think it was, like, just under 30, but that'll count as selling it. So, like, that'll count as buying something from Zeki. But I'm like, you know what? We could just cross one off. Can we join in this person? I never understand how these emotes work. I think the K-pop ones, I think you all have to have the emote, I think. Right, so oh my god, we needed nowhere near that amount. Nice. So we get some more. Alright, 12 Whitestone is wild. You know what I mean? That is kind of wild. That is a little bit diabolical, I would think. But we have gone up a little bit in our Lunar Path now, so we've got some XP. So we're on Path of the Briar still. Ooh, yay! We get a Chapper statue and a recipe to make more of them. So that's very fun. And do we actually get... I think we're on our way to get this one, and we actually do get to keep it. This hair is cute, but I can live without. I don't have the premium path. I am sad about the bread, though. The bread is really funny. The bread axe skin really is... That's really, really funny, to be honest. Another one that I'm sad that I can't have is this one. You can't really see, actually, because of my glasses, but these are the premium ones. But I'm happy about these trellises, and we do get, like, glasses and stuff. So, honestly, as things go, it's not terrible. You know what I mean? Like, we are getting a couple bits and bobs for free, which is obviously what we love to see. Okay, so I think that's fine. We bought the stuff. And that's pretty much it. We'll look in the furniture shop real quick, because I'm cooking up a plan, okay? I'm cooking up a plan to make an airport in Palia. Alright? It's going to need some planning and it's going to need some time. But I'm cooking up that. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it yet. But I like to look in here to see if there's any bits and bobs that I personally just can't be bothered to make myself, if that makes sense. I'm going to buy that sink, actually, because I don't have that sink and I would like it. I'm just going to... Is it... No. Yesterday we were having a little chit-chat about the new... What is it called? The chest that you can get. And I couldn't really work out how you could get it. It's not from here, is it? No, that wouldn't make sense, because I don't think they do so. What in the... What's this? Oh my god. And they have ace one. Oh, we're buying the ace one. It's only a recipe, for goodness sake, but still. What? No way. I don't even... Yeah, see, look, the Pallium storage chest is there. So you would think that if the Jadium one's going to be here, but I'm still thinking, am I just a bit behind on it? Because I've not quite done some of the quest. I'm like, does it mean that I need to finish off the Stitch in Time one? No, not that one. Stitch in Time? I don't know. I don't know if this one will help me get towards the chest or not. Let me know if anyone knows, but no worries if not. Don't think there's anything else in terms of interest here, but I was like, heck yeah. I'm like, we got the Pride tint. We got the Ace one, which I'm really impressed by, because they obviously haven't gone with every single flag. I guess they can't. But I'm very happy and excited the Ace one's there. I don't know if I have everything to craft it yet, though, unfortunately. But at one point, we'll hopefully be able to look and see what the function is. See what the oh, zoom in. We zoom in. It's kind of nice to see that they actually put more effort in, because I feel like the free ones we got with the Pride Lunar Path kind of thing, I feel like they were a bit confusing, because I didn't know if they were meant to be inspired by Pride flags, like certain Pride flags, or not. It was a little bit confusing, whereas these ones, they've named them and it's very obvious what flags they're going for, because, you know, it corresponds obviously to the name of it, whereas before it was just kind of they weren't really names of they weren't like, you know, identities. They were, you know, I think they were called like very vague stuff, so they weren't really sure what they were kind of for or what they were aimed at, you know? Whereas now I feel like obviously with these ones it's a little bit more obvious, right? I don't need any of these. I think I'll bring the milk with me, honestly. I kind of want to put this chapper outside. I don't want to see what it looks like. I think it'll be cute. It's a little statue. Holy shit, it's not a little statue. It's a big boy. Oh my god, little friend, but it's not little. Oh my god, wait, this is iconic then. Cute! Cute! Let me just see what you need for the ace one. Black sea bass. Obviously don't have any. Found off the coast of Bahara using glowworms. I'll put that in my memory bank and I'll definitely forget about it. To be honest. I do like the tint system now. Oh, I was gonna... Like, I like the fact that there's more tints and stuff. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the lurky. I appreciate it. All right, I think we can go ranch. We can go ranch. And see how our animals are doing. 96. Oh my gosh, wow. A wild time to be. A wild time. It's been a minute since I've been to my animals. Hee hee. Can't really even remember what the function was. But we're going to find out together. Oh, a chocky milkshake? That's so elite. I love a you know what? A chocky milkshake would give me such a bad stomachache. I'm starting to think that I might be... not fully lactose intolerant, but I've had to like swap out a lot of my dairy products for lactose-free ones, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just my body doesn't like all of them. So like I have milk, for example, regular milk, semi-skimmed milk in my porridge in the morning. But if I have, God forbid I have dairy yogurt, I will be sick and nauseous for hours afterwards. So I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Honestly, thank you for putting that in chat as well, because I will probably need that to remember. Okay, all of these are doing diabolical. Their happiness is really low, but I can't get their happiness any real higher from petting. But it's just the fact that I haven't been here in a minute, I think. Oh, venerate. Oh dear, some of these are venerated, so already these are already going to be going soon. We got shiny hearts. Pet you. And we got some food. That's my food, but it doesn't matter. It's not gonna harm them, it's just I'm like, okay, collect. Level went up as well, and we got smacked in the face with a horse. That's what we love to see. What we love to see. Okay, there we go. You're all good. Looking good, looking good. We got well, an Ormu that I apparently just called Ormu. So that's cool, isn't it? Like, that's really helpful of me. I try and name them based on their traits, because otherwise I lose track. So, for example, like, you know, sparkly white. It's got a white coat, and it's sparkly. Welcome in, friend, welcome in. A smoothie, hell yeah. I need to get a new blender. If anyone has any blender recommendations in the UK, let me know. Like, you know the ones that make smoothies, the small ones? Because I don't know what to get. Mine burnt out a couple days ago. Which is really sad. So I haven't had I have a fruit smoothie like every day, and I haven't had one. It's the only way I really consume fruit, because it's just easy for me. Because if I don't, it's like fresh fruit is hard because I might forget about it, and then obviously it goes off and stuff. I think Twilight Sparkle, I don't know what age you are now. You're an adult, yeah. Because Twilight Sparkle, we kind of reset to a babe. Oh my god, who is this? Do you mind? Do you mind, actually? Chill. Chill! People are just walking through as I'm trying to feed. Like, excuse me. What is going on here, everybody? Chill out. There's plenty of space for everyone. Now I'm just here. Listen. Everybody chill a minute. There is plenty of space for everybody. Oh, this is such a cutie. Look at Spots. I think we're going to call this one, rename it Seal. Because it's polka dots. Oh, are you hungry? Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that animation. I'm sorry. Because it's just spots without any colouring and stuff. NutriBullet? How expensive are they? Your animal can't eat that. Why not? Oh my god, because I'm looking at my own food. I'm silly. Yeah. I'm silly. I'm gonna go see if I think I do have a naming one. I think I do have a naming one. Should do. I feel like I collect them all the time and then I just never use them. So I'm like, is that the naming one? Yeah, name well cookie. That's it. I'm just like, I want to call that Ferris seal because it kind of looks like a seal now. Kind of looks like a seal. I call it spots because I was unsure, but looking at it now, it's kind of almost like grey with spots and it's kind of giving seal, which I think is really cute. I think we're just going to call it seal. Not a very inventive name, but it's better than my other attempts, i.e. just whatever they kind of look like. Just for ease, you know? It's because I'll get confused otherwise in terms of, like, breeding and stuff if I want to, like, breed two together to get a certain trait or something. I'll get so confused if I don't, like, label them, essentially. It just makes it easier. You know what? We have to breed 3 together, don't we? Yeah, we have to breed 3 together for the weeklies for this. So we're going to do this. We don't need to take a horse down here, but I'm really impatient. I don't know what we're going to... Let's see what he is. Okay, we have Bluey. Maybe we could go with Bluey with someone completely different and see what happens. See what happens and what turns up. Maybe Bluey and Twilight Sparkle. And we'll just see how this mixes together. Okay, so it's blue as well. Oh, that's it. I was like, oh, maybe it'll mix some other ones. I'm just going to call it plain blue. I think I already have one called plain blue. But it's just gonna help my brain for the minute. We have dinner reserved as well. Nice. Okay, so we need to do again. We can go with Lilac and Seal. Let's see Lilac and Seal. We have... Oh, they're both polka dots, actually. Why did I call you Lilac? I don't know. It's interesting because actually, like, some of them have Seal Point, which is a marking type. But funny enough, Seal doesn't. It's just polka dots. Let's see what it does. Polka dots, Seal Point. Okay, so it's both. So it's Seal Point is this one, this, like, yellow kind of tone. Seal Point dots? I know that's really bad, like I should come up with a real name for it, but I get really confused. I get really confused and it's like, so the reason why I do it is so I'm like in this menu, right? I can be like, oh, right, okay, so let's breed 2 together. Let's see, oh, we'll do a sparkly white and a pink or something and see what comes out, you know? Speaking of that, I suppose we might as well. We'll do sparkly white and... Oh, I don't know. Stripy bluey, why not? See what comes out. Loner. Amazing. So the baby is a loner with fuck all traits. How has that occurred? How has that occurred? I usually call these ones no traits because they have like no cosmetic traits. And I'm like, how did that happen when both of their parents have like 3 each? And usually the parents I have use like a cookie to be like prioritize the traits as well. So I always am so confused when one comes out with absolutely no cosmetic traits, because I'm like, what are you doing in the floor? What are you doing in the floor, bestie? It's just very baffling to me, because I'm like, how? Like, I didn't think it was possible, but apparently so. I would love a purple horse, but I don't know if there's a purple tint or anything, like as in a coat that you can get that's purple. God. Hello? Why am I here? Why did... Oh, this game's so glitchy. The game is so glitchy. It's always been glitchy, but like, jeez. That was glitch central. I'm like, where was I going? Hello, stripy bluey. So this is just calling all of the ones that have blue bluey, basically. Thank you for the lurkies. I appreciate it. Go. We have a little Ferris that apparently I didn't name. So this is what Seal Point looks like without dots, essentially. It's kind of like this yellow tone. Don't ask me why it's called Seal Point. I have genuinely no idea. Oh, it says, this Ferris has cream fur that gets darker around its tail and paws. But then obviously as well, it also is kind of like, it's got like a kind of yellow tone to it. So I thought that was part of it, but maybe no. Maybe I'm wrong there. I don't know. We have plain blue, another plain bluey. Yeah, we're gonna have to just like give people 1 or 2 food now because I'm already like out. Can I move, please? Thank you. Chestnut's very, very hungry. I'm so sorry, Chestnut. Let me get you some... Actually, you can have one of these. Might as well. There you go. We have a lot of venerated horses as well, which means they are going to be... They're going to be kind of retiring soon. You're going to have to just have some of my food as well, actually. It's getting to that point now. Oh, yes. I was going to say... This was the original Bluey, the very, very original one that I called Bluey. But it turned out it also had hearts as well. And I was like, that's very cool. Hence why that one's called not like, you know, Bluey Hearts or something. We're getting a lot of fertilizer from all these friends. I think literally almost all of these are venerated. Or elder, anyway. Almost. Right, I think it's just... Is it just you? Called this friend two-tone. Because they are quite literally two-toned. So I was like, yeah. But this is, I think, the first time we had two-tone. So I was like, this is very cool. Very cool and slay. Okay, there you go. Might as well have that all sorted out. And then Grey Stripes is here, but I can't get to it. Oh, my friend, I'm going to need you to move out the way, because how am I meant to get in? Maybe if I inspect and then come out again? Please. I can't. Stop glitching. I need to feed this baby. There we go. We got Grey Stripes. We can barely see them, but they are there. There we go. Perfect. Is that... Oh, no, it is. This is another one. Why no traits? And it grew up. It's an elder, and it had, like, no traits. It never gained any, even though both of its parents had tons of cosmetic traits. So it was just a bit of a baffling time, really. It was very baffling to be like, what? How? Like, what? Like, how did that really occur? Like, you know, I didn't think you could do that. I will just check if I have any of the good value stuff, because you can use little biscuits. You can use little biscuits in the show. Oh, I have literally none, I think. Yeah, literally none. There's ones where you can make them when they donate better, essentially like give you more, well, not money, but like kind of things. You get like little treat bags and stuff. So when you donate them, which we will be doing some of today, but it looks like we're out of value ones. So I'm like, ooh, no, that's a shame. But alas, we will go check in here, because I don't know. I think by the looks of it, there's a few of them over in here. You can assign them to different specific ones, but then sometimes when they grow up and things... See, this one here, when it says got like a little DNA thing, it means it's one of these it's gained when it's grown up, which I think is honestly really, really cool. Okay, the milk does literally nothing. I'm just going to give you one of those. Listen. So some of them will not have started with those traits, but if they don't have it, it means they haven't like gained any traits or anything. So how we got my initial, well, my Twilight Sparkle horse now is the fact that it grew up and it just became pink, and it was like, sorry, what? Like, I just literally rounded the corner. I was like, I'm looking at a pink horse. Like, how has this happened? Like, it was a shock to everyone because it just, like, you know, gained. I think this Pecky didn't have Harlequin feathers either. Very cool as well. I want to try and, like, actually experiment a bit more with, even though these animals can, like, don't leave here, I want to experiment a bit more with them in terms of, like, what different colorways I can get and stuff, because there's quite a lot obviously I haven't gotten. This one's a heart one as well. Look at this one. This is a wool bunny. Very cute. Oh god, I thought you were pooping. I was like, listen. I was like, well, that's the one thing we don't actually have to do in the game is deal with the poop. Where is the... Ah, there you go. Call this one Lilac. No idea why. No idea why this is called Lilac. Yes, they have purple eyes, but they all do. So I'm like, I don't know why. I have no idea why I call this one Lilac. I obviously must have had a reason for it, but, like, I can't tell you why. I got no idea. I have absolutely no idea what tea is. Right, we'll go back round. I will see if I have any... I don't think you can buy good value cookies. I don't think you can. I feel like that's one of the ones you can't buy. Requirements not now. Why? Oh, barn is full. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can buy... No, they're in the shape of a little, essentially like a little moon. I don't think you can actually buy those. So I think we're just going to have to donate some of the venerated ones. Okay, there's only 4. It's not too bad. These are all going to be like really probably not going to give us a lot. And this one gave us a little bit. So you basically, in return for donating, you get treats back that you can use with the other animals. And depending on like the actual like rarity of the actual animal and stuff, depending on what you get. So obviously if they're quite common, you maybe don't get as much cool stuff, you know, which is valid, but sometimes you'll get like really rare ones or stuff. I think I'll keep that. And we'll keep some milk. I try and keep the salt as well, because then I just don't have to buy it, you know? One thing I do wish is there was a shipping bin here, like that would be so iconic. Gonna do the rare ones first. We have Never Grow, we have another Never Grow, and we have a third Faster Grow. See, now we have a good value biscuit. Roulette cookie, worst breed cookie, and a treat. So these ones are really interesting, these ones. No, not this one. Which one is it? Actually, this isn't what I thought the roulette cookie was. You get a random trait. It could be cosmetic or it could just be a random other trait. But these ones are the value ones, essentially, and they mean when you donate, donate the animal, you get more of these bags, essentially. Okay, there we go. Didn't really get any massively significant cookies, I'll be fully honest. But that's fine. Don't know if we have any cosmetic cookies to play with. I don't think I have, no. I don't have any. Probably could buy some. I also am like, I think I might get this. I'm getting it now, because otherwise I'll forget. I wanted this for a while, and I can't believe I even got anywhere close to getting that many to get it, to be honest. Should we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Should we do 5 cookie of the days? Okay, who is our target? I think a Pecky is going to be our target. So this will give you a cosmetic trait. It's Harlequin. Okay, that was a complete waste of money. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Seal I don't want to touch. Who is going to be... Oh, we have another Pecky here. If you're Harlequin, I will lose my mind. Whoa, wait, what are you? What is that? What trait is that? Iridescent. Oh, this is our first shiny chimkin. This is... Why friend looks so angry? Also, has anyone else's Steam thing for screenshots just, like, literally not been working? Because mine isn't, and I'm like, what's the tea? I can't remember how to do screenshots on any of the program I have, but my Steam ones haven't been working. Like, I'll try it on my Nivea bar, but I can't remember how you do them. I think it's F5. Or maybe it's Alt F5. Don't actually know. It might be Alt F5. Actually, that hasn't done anything. Bear with, hold on. Bear with. You shouldn't see this overlay. I hope not, anyway. Photo mode. Oh, it's just F5 on its own. Literally just F5. Should take the regular screenshot. Okay. But we have our first shiny chimkin. Welcome in. You have a squash? Hell yeah. Me too. I IRL have a squash. Okay, so this Pecky was slightly disappointing, I'll be fully honest. I think we're gonna... Was there a plain one over here? We've got some cosmetic cookies that we're just fucking about with because I have enough coins for it, so I'm like, listen. Was there a plain one in here? I mean, it doesn't even matter if they're not plain, like, they could just be... Like, we have this Ferris here that's got seal point already. But I'm like, you can get more. Oh my god, is that iridescent too? Hey, it's our first little shiny Ferris. Hello? Hi? You're a shiny baby, yeah. The Ferrises are so funny, I just love. Okay, we have another shiny one that's 1 Harlequin and 2 iridescent so far. This one I'm not gonna... Am I gonna bother with this one? It's an Elder. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Now, I think in the last one that we went to, there was a couple that we could give. We got 2 more cookies, and I'm like, you know what? We might as well roll these dice. We might as well roll these dice and see what we get. Let me know if anyone has any fun, like, colorways that they've got as well, because I'm always curious. Lilac also is just... Yeah, see, Lilac says... Oh, no, there it is. I was going to say, I was like, where are their traits? But they're there. Whoa! A shiny baby! This is our first sparkle buddy! No? Wait, the sparkle friend is very cute. Oh, we've never had a sparkly ferret before. Hello, bestie. Not doing very well at getting to see you very well. But there's a little shiny one. Cute. I don't know why I called it Lilac. I'm going to use a name. I know, I'm so happy about that. It's our first shiny one. I was like, we should definitely do some of the Ferrises because I just haven't been really doing any of them. I'm going to not call you that anymore because... Oh, I've accidentally pet you again. Because I have no idea why I called them Lilac. Shiny baby. We're just going to call you Shiny baby. Just going to call you Shiny baby for now. Okay. Anybody else in here lacking in traits? We have this wall bunny. What are you? Oh, you have nothing at all. wait, what's this one called? Is that obsidian? Acacia. That's our first acacia one. Has the fur color of an acacia tree. That's our first ever acacia one. Hi, Jockey. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Oh, listen, help. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, friend? I hope you're doing so well. Thank you so much for being here. I've just noticed its eyes are really cool as well. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well and hope you had a fab stream. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow, friend, as well. I appreciate it. Follows are always on anonymous, so feel free to chit-chat, lurk, whatever is good for you. You're absolutely fine and valid either way. And I appreciate you being here. What were you up to today? Let me know what you were up to. If you do need to dash off though, please definitely, how is that? How is that? How was that? So how are you doing today? That message was held by Automod. Which can we have a conversation about what's wrong with you? Can we have a conversation about it? Can we? Please. I'm doing well today. I'm doing well today. Was kind of a little bit scatterbrained. But I'm feeling a little bit more level-headed now and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna do some streaming and it should be good and stuff. It was so fun. We did bug hunts and got some plushies. Oh my gosh, which ones did you get? Which ones did you get? We did some yesterday and we got both of the B ones. Twitch, honestly, real. Who doesn't Twitch hate? Actually, though, like who doesn't? Who isn't hated by Twitch? I swear. It's a wild time. It's a wild time. But that sounds so much fun. That sounds so much fun. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. We are on Palia today. But yeah, if anyone maybe hasn't been here before, my name is Flynn. I am I guess I would say a hyperfixation streamer. I kind of just play whatever is kind of taking my brain's fancy. I've kind of learnt with my late diagnosed ADHD to just kind of roll with it, essentially. Shimmerfly and Princess Lady. Oh, the Princess Ladybug is goated. That is impressive, actually. We got one a little while ago, though apparently on yesterday on stream, I 100% said I didn't have one. Like, why was my brain even? I was like, where was my brain even? But oh, hell yeah, the Shimmerfly one's gorgeous as well. I love that one so much. I'm very, very glad that they brought it into the game. It's so cute. Wow, everything I own is just out in the there we go, out in the open. But yeah, I'm like a hyperfixation streamer. I kind of just go with what the vibes are. And at the moment it's been a lot of Palia, but we've done also Subnautica recently. I'm trying to engage my flippin' brain to do some like art streams and stuff as well, and do some like admin streams where I'm doing stuff for my small business. I'm just struggling to get my brain to engage in anything like that at the moment. So it's been a lot of gaming at the moment. Got a recommendation? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we very much free Palestine here. Fuck AI, all that good shit. What we love to see. It's what we love to see. But yeah, so we're kind of, I guess, a little bit of everything. But again, I've stopped going with variety streamer and just started kind of going with hyperfixation streamer because I think it's a bit more accurate. As in, I think I'll keep those. I don't really need to keep. You keep 10 of them. I just don't want to have to clutter up everything, and I won't use any of these. I won't use them, so I'm like, we'll just sell them. But I think yeah, hyperfixation streamer works best for me. But yeah, we're very chill here, very like lurker friendly, all of that good stuff. So, you know, feel free to lurk in the background. That goes for you or any of your lovely raiders. Definitely take some time for yourself. We're doing some weeklies today, so we're kind of just chilling. We're just catching up and actually doing weeklies for the first time in a minute because I think I've really been focused on just plushie hunting and not doing anything else. So I'm like, I kind of need to. I just wanted to catch up on weeklies, and so far we've been doing a little bit of the ranching. But now we're going to pivot, see what else needs to be done, i.e. quite a lot of things, maybe some fishing. Of course, you're all good. I hope you get something nice for your lunch. Hope you get something good, and everyone make sure you are hydrating, taking your meds, all of that good stuff. Super duper important. I've gone from a water hater to now drinking like 3 or 4 liters a day. It's anything is possible, guys. It's honestly wild. My transition from not drinking any water at all to drinking like usually 4 liters a day. Sometimes 3 if I forget to fill it up at one point. But the amount of water I drink a day is like so much now, which unfortunately does mean I need to pee like all the time. I have been having electrolytes as well. That actually reminds me I haven't had it today. Bear with. will have my electrolyte tablet thingy now. But despite having electrolytes, apparently that was meant to help not need the loo all the time. But I'm like, my body is essentially recovering from an entire lifetime of not really drinking enough water. So I'm like, I can see why it's like still struggling with the transition. One thing about these tablets is they do taste like just like salt. They are pretty icky. But one thing I really like is the fact that they're tablets you just take, and then you don't need to put them in your drink, because I really can't handle when my drink doesn't quite taste the way it's meant to taste. So if I can vaguely taste the electrolyte in it, I'm like, ew. No, honestly, Callie, this is literally what I think is happening. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I genuinely think I went from beginning of March, I started my ADHD medication. It's a stimulant, and they warned like your mouth will get super, super dry. Drink loads of water as well. It helps with absorption, it helps with it working. So I was like, right, bet. So I was like, I'm ready for this shit. So I was absolutely chugging it, and they did not mess about with the dry mouth. They didn't mess about with that. Can I put this down real quick? Oh my god, that's huge. Okay, I was not prepared for that was. Oh my god. Sorry, got distracted there because I was like, that is massive. No, you're all good, you're all good. But yeah, they were absolutely not playing whatsoever about the dry mouth, so I do need so much water. But I just need to pee all the time, which is annoying. I'm just going to place this here. This is so big, I didn't expect. Okay, so what are we thinking? What are we thinking? So we obviously have plenty of them to do. We have fishing. We have actually, what time is it in the game? Oh shoot, it's like 3:40. So we missed the flow grove because I was like, oh, maybe we could have done the flow grove to get some flows. We also need to hunt creatures. And I'm thinking we might even do that in the Highlands because I feel like you find quite a lot of magical creatures there. Let me consult if I have any hunter horns. Yes, I do. Okay, tea, that's fine. We shall bring those with us so we can look out for the magical creatures. And then in terms of, I'm wondering if I should bring some of these. What really pisses me off is why do these stack in storage, but then in your actual inventory they don't? I'm like, hold on, what do we mean by this? I might bring my tuning fork as well, just in case we end up doing any fishing there. Um, just for ease, really. We probably should bring some of these, but it's just really annoying because they don't stack very well. As in, they don't stack at all. I think... Can't remember what I need this for. I'm just going to put this away. I need all these still for the storyline, so hence why I'm keeping them here. I suppose we could probably get rid of this. We're probably not going to do any bug catching today, because we did so much before, and we're kind of not needing to focus on it at the moment. Is there anything else here that I am needing? What is my status with arrows? Arrows is not too bad, actually. Could be bad. They are awful. Like, what are we doing, Palia? Like, you're so right. They don't have a lot at all of health. And I'm like, what? Please? I'm going to bring 5 of those as well. Might as well. I think that's everything. I get so paranoid that it's maybe we do need other things. But I think that's pretty much everything. So we're going to head up to the Highlands, do some hunting. And then probably do some fishing as well, I would say. That would be fun. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I just don't know why they don't stack. Like, fair enough, maybe they only stack to 5, but because they stack in your in your chest at home, but they don't stack in your inventory. But I'm like, they take up so much room. And also, like, why are they like maybe it's just me, but I'm like, everything else they changed, right? So they now have like a ammo bit. But the hooks don't go in ammo. I know they're not really a hook, they're kind of almost like an upgrade, like a semi-permanent upgrade. Like, not really, but you put it on. But I'm like, could we not have fishing attachments in here in which we can have as much as possible and it doesn't affect how much we like, I just think that would be tea. I think that would be tea. We will actually, since I'm seeing that campfire right here, we might as well head straight to the campfire because I'm still looking for some artifacts. There's still quite a few I need. I keep getting doubles. Honestly, yeah, because I'm sorry, but like, if I take this meat, would it count as cooking with another person? I don't know, but I've taken it now, so taking it now. I don't know if it counted or not, but we'll see. But I'm kind of like, they're just celebrating 3 years of the game, and I'm like, and the hooks can't stack? Double as well. No, I wonder if it's showing where the other one is currently. Oh, it's all the way over there, but that's T. We can definitely can make our way over there at one point. Okay, so do we even want to go over there now and then kind of hunt along here? I think we could, honestly. I think we could. I think what we'll do is we will go back towards the central stable. Oh, you're here, you're here. Oh, damn, okay. I was like, listen, we got to be doing some hunting, so we'll go back towards the stables, and I think we'll fast travel. I think that'll be best. I'll keep an eye out for any things as well I might need, but I basically, on the artifacts, that's actually while we're here, have a look, I suppose. I think this is going to be the thing that turns into a shop. But this one I just need the crest number 2. I'm probably going to have to do trading for these. This one I'm done. This one I'm done? Yeah. And then this one is... I'm looking for the 2nd of the pet one. And then I'm looking also for the 4th of the crest. And to be fair, I think I'm just going to have to like ask online or ask in my Discord or something and be like, does it trade? Because I'm so close. And the thing is, I also don't quite know how to get the Jadium... I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to get the Jadium chest yet. I think I have to finish the main quest, which I'm not finished because I can't be... I did really well with it, but it bores me. The quests have too much writing. I can't cope with it. I just can't. Just can't do it. So I just usually start them and then put them off. I'm like, lol. Okay, manifesting. To be fair, the more doubles we get, it just means that, you know, I'm going to cook something here and leave it for someone, I think. I don't need them, but I'm like, that person can have them. Oh, here we go. We got Cernix on the function already. We still need the middle Cernic one, which is, I believe, the golden one. We still need the plush of that, but chance would be a bloody fine thing. We've tried and bloody tried. But at least now they're back to their proper skins, because a while after the patch they were all broken and I was very sad. Oh my god, am I okay? Like, oh my gosh. Sometimes you just need to stop. How did that drop an aeroflow mask? It wasn't even masked. Sometimes I do think this game is absolutely unhinged. Like, I'm sorry, but the glitches have been so bad lately. And as much as I love the game, I'm like, it's 3 years now. And like, what? The game is this badly glitchy still? You know? It's been in beta for like nearly that whole last time. I'm like, what the hell? At what point are we not going to be having these glitches? Like, it doesn't really bother me that much. But if I was a new player, I'd be like, is this the norm? You know? I'd be like, no, it is. Welcome to the club. Tis the norm. Tis the norm. Right. I thought I saw another one over here, but that's obviously a complete and utter lie. What is... Oh, for a second I thought it was a flow tree, and I was like, it can't be. No, it's just a person. Ooh. Got a mask friend, though. Not that I need any more masks, but I have tons of them. If anyone needs them, please request. Like, I can hook you up with them. I've got a few that I'm needing for the quest, hence why they're just randomly in my inventory, because I'm like, I was in the middle of doing the quest, and then I was like, I've lost... Like, my focus can't cope with that anymore. I'm just bored. I'm just so bored, so I was like, I can't be bothered anymore. I will return to it at one point, but definitely not on stream, because there's so much reading involved, and I'm like, no thank you. It is, honestly, and it is, like, I think we all joke about it, but it also, like, it isn't funny, because it's like, that isn't actually normal. Like, to have, when games update, you don't expect the entire game to break every single time for a lot of people. So I'm kind of wondering, like, you know, kind of like, you know, on their side. Is that the bug that I need? Hold on. No, is it? That's not a night shadow, is it? That's a... Oh, no, wait, it's not a night shadow. No, it is a night shadow we need, but that's not... This isn't what that is. I think a night shadow you get in, Oh, it's the moth. Yeah. The night shadow you get in, Elderwood, I believe. But I think it's gotten to the point now where it's like, I've decided, like, I used to kind of, like, basically, like, you know, really really like out here doing defense for palia, really, essentially, like, you know, catching strays for them, being like, guys, don't worry about it, like, it's in beta, it's still developing. I've kind of that era of my life is over now, because I'm like, it's been 3 years and it's been in beta like that whole time pretty much. Before beta it was in alpha testing, so like still a testing phase, and it's still in beta, and I don't know why. And I feel like I don't know if they've ever really said why. I don't really see anything on social media from them other than like the post about updates, so I don't really know. I have no insider knowledge, obviously not a Palia partner, have applied multiple times, have given up now. I'm not gonna now get in, to be fair, but I just gave up and was like, I was like, honestly, like, I'm not really super comfortable with being on anyway. I'm like, I do think the pricing and stuff is a bit icky, so I'm like, don't really want to be promoting that, to be fair. I always promote when I play Palia, I'm like, just take it with like a pinch of salt, you know? Play it sensibly, you know, be sensible in terms of like spending and stuff on the game, because it's very expensive. It can be very expensive if you want to, you know, want to buy skins and stuff, and, you know, I personally don't have a whole amount of skins, because there's no way I can afford like £30 plus for a fucking skin in a video game. That's a magic one! That's great, because we need magic ones today. Which is really funny, because I was meant to have my hunter's horn on, and I forgot. I guess there's another one over there too. We shall go have a look. It's a bit nostalgic, because we haven't been doing jackcat hunting in a minute. It's a little bit nostalgic vibes, I fear. We still are going to be doing a jackcat sanctuary for all the jackcat plushies, but it just kind of took a bit of a backseat, really. This is the thing, I'm like, if you just made it accessible to more people, you'd make more money, and you wouldn't have people complaining and getting upset all the time and calling them out for it, you know? Like, I just think it would be better for them. Like, even if you halved some of the outfit prices, it still would be like £15 for a skin in the video game, which is bad, but it's probably more on par with other games, I think. But it's like, some of them are like an actual... Hold on, let's just see. Let's just see what the tea is with this. We won't even get into the bundles, because the bundles is ridiculous, to be honest. This outfit is 3,400 coins, which if you want to buy 3,400... Imagine you had no coins. That's £27.25 for just that one outfit. Almost £30. One of the bundles before was like 6,000 odd, and that was like, we worked it out to be about £50 to £55 for a bundle of skins in a video game. The skin in question, by the way. Skin in question. It's I think it's really bad, to be honest. I think it's really bad. Like, I will never not call them out on it, because I think it's absolutely diabolical. I don't think they even have... Do they have any frigging bundles at the moment? I don't think they have. Obviously these bundles. This is £50. This, to be fair, paying for all of that makes more sense than buying things individual, because you get 8,000 coins, which is worth way more than that anyway. You get all the stuff in it, so it's like, if you're going to buy anything, buy those packs, because you get way more bang for your buck. But it's like, I just think it's almost... I think it's just like really out of touch and like tone deaf. It's like, the world is really horrible right now I don't know where I'm going, you know? Don't know where I'm going. Don't think I'm going the way I thought I was going. But it's like, having things like that cost so much in a game in this economy is just ridiculous, because I'm like, you know, people can't afford shit. People can't afford shit, so why do you think they can afford £30? And it's also, I think it's also difficult for parents as well, right? I don't know what the age restriction, if there is any, on Palia or not. I don't know. But it's like, well, when I was a kid, like, I begged my parents for Club Penguin memberships, but they were like pocket change compared, you know? And with that, then, you know, you got the option of, like, you know, using in-game money to buy all your stuff from that, essentially. And that's how that worked. So it was just kind of like, and I didn't get it all the time. I just, you know, it's, but like, you know, what if you're, you know, what if your, you know, kid or whatever comes to you and is like, oh, can I have the skin? It looks like the K-pop, the very, very popular K-pop film that I really love. How much is the skin? 30 quid. no. Like, you know, I'd be like, no. Exactly. It's like, it is a lot still. So I'm like, if you have the money for it, like, props to you. And that's fine, because it's like, that's fine, you have the money for it. But it's really important to remember that pretty much not a lot of people do have that, you know? It's like, you can't be, you know, I can't be spending that, you know? I don't have that money, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, you know, a lot of us can't, and I think it's a slap in the face to a lot of different people, really, because it's like, well, it's not accessible then, is it? Like, we all want whimsy and fun in our lives, right? You know, so it's like, okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with liking a skin in a game. Do you know what I mean? Like, this skin that I have on, I've dyed it, but this is one of the ones I bought ages ago. Back when, before the prices got even, like, really, really inflated. So I think I paid, like, maybe, like, 800 Palia coins for this one. And you got 3 different variants. And I had enough coins for it, and I was like, I'm going to get it because I want it. And I was like, it was way more reasonably priced. I was like, I'm going to get, and I've got so much wear out of it, but I don't buy skins because I can't afford them, you know? And the prices have got, what am I doing? The prices have got worse, for sure. Exactly, this is the thing, I'm just like, it's, we've said about this yesterday on stream as well, in context to the out of touch nature of some people, whether it be companies or whatever, you know, like people are saying like, oh, well, you can afford 20 quid or whatever, like it's not that bad, it's only 20 quid. It's like, only 20 quid, are you kidding? That's £20 out of someone's paycheck, or, you know, that's food, that's food for family, that's electricity for a family. I'm like, just so you can look like the Beast out of Beauty and the Beast. This world is dystopian as fuck. I can't wait for us to be studied in the history books, and they're like, what were they doing? Like, we don't know. Nice, there we go. Magic. How many magic pens have we got? This is the thing, I'm like, if you made everything so much cheaper, halving stuff or more, more people would buy it. It's like, you know, there was a point when Palia was having like layoffs and stuff. Because they couldn't really afford, and it was like, and everyone was like, it's because people can't afford the prices that you set, and there's not like cheaper variant, like there's not cheaper options, do you know what I mean? And like everyone was begging them and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like everyone was like, you know, begging them for like, we won't want to support, but the point is a little bit just too high, you know? Nah, real for that though, real for that. We only hit 102. I honestly thought we'd done 3, but alas. This has taken us all the way up here, which is quite funny. I'm like, I think we're going to go over towards, like, that area over there, because there's lots of creatures over there. It looks like actually quite a lot have spawned in since we've been here, which is wild. We were only just here, but it already looks like we've done respawn. But exactly, £20 can make the difference. I'm like, you know, £20 is the difference, you know what I mean? Like, £20 can't stretch anywhere near as much as it used to. Of course not, unfortunately, which is horrifying, but you know, you can buy food for that, you know, and you can get, you know, meals for that for your family and stuff, and, you know, or pay bills or electricity or, you know, anything like that, you know. So it's like, it is a lot of money, and it's completely fine if you can afford it, because I'm like, good, you know, that's great for you. Do you know what I mean? You have the disposable income, you can do that. But I would say the majority of people do not, especially right now, have that. And I think, honestly, like, sometimes developers make a mistake, right? With things, whether it be pricing or a feature in a game, and then the community goes, hey, that didn't work out, we don't like that, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll sort it out then, and then they sort it out. But I don't see Palia doing that. I don't know how much is happening behind the scenes, but does much need to happen behind the scenes? I don't know. Like, just change the prices. I'm surely thinking, with the amount of money they must have, and maybe I'm totally wrong, maybe the company's broke, I don't know. But I'm like, this isn't the way to go about asking a community for help to keep something running, do you know what I mean? It's not. Loads of little donations would actually be way better than, like, you know, a few people buying the expensive skins versus loads of people buying them if they were very much cheaper. Oh my god, is that 2 of them? I'm gonna go for this one over here. Because why not? But I'm like, I can't believe there was another one. The other one up there might be a magic jack cat, though. It might not be a Cernic. Surely it can't be a Cernic, because that's like 3 and very close. I know, I am such a pro. I am such a pro streamer. It's wild. Fun fact, I used to stream 7 days a week. I don't want to talk about that area of my life. I don't want to talk about it. Harrowing times. I've got somewhere in the depth of my computer, there's screenshots of those schedules. 7 days a week. And then I dropped down to 5, because I was like, maybe 7's too much, I'll do 5. Oh, 5. Props to anyone who can stream that many times a week, but I would actually perish. I would perish. I mean, I think I was just, like, bored, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I was just... To be honest, the circles that I was in at that point, streaming every single day was incredibly normalized in the fact that pretty much everyone did stream every day. So it was like, you know, it was like almost like a grind hustle culture, and I hated it so much. But I also kind of just got like low-key dragged into a load of Discord servers I didn't really want to be in, but I felt really awkward and I didn't know how to really say no to people. I didn't really participate in stuff, but I just was there because I felt bad. Oh, this one is a Jack Cat, yeah. And then I broke free from it and finally got out. Got out of all that bullshit, so, you know, finally got out of it. But I'm like, I'm not very good at saying no to people, and I was a baby streamer, and people were like, yeah, you should join all these different Discords, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like very new to it, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But like, I low-key hated that so much, and oh my god, the absolute drama of being in that many like Discords was just awful, because like they were all like Discords where it was like, oh my god, we should all like, you know, like support each other and whatever and stuff, and it's like, it's not really actually. Oh my god, do we? Holy, that's scary. So and there's a fire one nearby. The fire ones are aggressive. The fire ones do be aggressive in a big way. I'm gonna try and get this. Oh my god, that's a person. So sorry, I overshot that one. Trying to get this bestie. Okay, unsuccessfully, it seems. This will be a crack shot if I hit it. Nope, okay. Oh, this is really embarrassing. Oh, thank god it's hit. We can move past that. To be honest, I might be out of arrows now, actually. Oh my god, yeah, I have 2 left. I have 2 left. We're definitely going to have to get some more arrows. But we've done, what, 3? Yeah, 3 of the magic ones. Is that a magic one there? I'm not going to be able to do it because I only have 2 flipping arrows. But I got travelling in packs, but I haven't got any more. Someone else has hit it, but I'm like, no, I haven't got any more. Ooh, yeah, I find it difficult too. I find it difficult too. 100% from like both sides and stuff. It's like for a while I was like, I don't know, streaming is really freaking hard. You know what I mean? Like streaming is really hard. Like come November, I've done it for 4 years, and I've like, why did I not pick up any of these, by the way? I'll go pick them up now. It's like been a transition over the years of like kind of coming from like a very high masking streamer, just kind of playing what I thought I should play, or like acting and doing what I thought I should do because I was just around the wrong people and stuff, and now I'm kind of just like my authentic kind of self, where I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck. And like, since the whole everything has happened with Twitch, I give even less of a fuck, because I'm just kind of like, I'm just doing this for the vibes, really. Like, you know, I've got chronic loneliness, so it's like I don't get out a lot, and you know, streaming is very good for that. I think I'm just gonna go to the central stables real quick because I think I might need to fix stuff. But also, we have no arrows, so we'll probably have to go and rectify that because I've only found 1 bright shroom. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wander over to here, this little area here, which is not very far by horse, and see if there's any bright shrooms there, and then we can take them home. Yes, for sure, for sure. I think it just, like, I don't know. Like, I feel very different at times to how I used to be, even though I'm exactly the same person, but it's like, since being diagnosed with ADHD, it's been... like, I guess it wasn't really a surprise in the end, looking back, but like, it still kind of has been like a very polarizing thing, obviously, in my life, and it's dealing with that diagnosis and understanding that has like taken over my entire existence. So I don't have like as much time as I would have wanted to that's just been my main focus, right? You know, that's been my main focus. And then since the last few months I've started meds, I'm just going to check over here too, just in case we have any bright shroom, just in case, so we can make some arrows. But I've just not been very social, and I've kind of like regressed in terms of my social skills, I guess you could say. Is that a magic one? Yes, it is, of course. Of course, we have no arrows to deal with it, which is very sad, but that's okay. I think it is going to run at me, though. Listen! It's actually one that has a mask as well, which is quite rare. Magic one that has the mask too, but yeah, I'm slowly getting there with trying to get back into things, you know. And I think I've just found it difficult because not everyone will get you, right? You know, like I've known I was neurodivergent for a while, and then once it had ADHD confirmed and stuff, and I'm on the list for autism as well, to get an assessment and things. I like, although I had a lot of friends that were also neurodivergent, everyone's like a different flavor of neurodivergent, obviously, and everyone has their different needs and communication styles and all sorts of things. And I feel like mine is, at the moment, I'm really struggling to be social, and I don't want people to think that I don't want to be social. It's just, it's not, it's just, I don't know, it's just not coming easy to me, basically. It's not coming easy to me. Oh, I was going to say, there was a fast travel around here, and I was like, where is it? It's just a bit further. I think I'll get home, and then I'm just going to pause, because I really need to pee. What a surprise. Who is surprised? Absolutely no one. But I think it's just been a bit of an adjustment. Trying to, like, learn better to communicate my own needs and wants. Deal with, like, conflicts and stuff like that as well, because I'm not very good at that. I have rejection sensitivity and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think it's important to realize that you don't actually have to be social all the time. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm on my own or whatever. That's sad. I kind of want to be with other people, but then other times it's like, I just struggle with it. Do you know what I mean? But it's hard to balance getting people to understand that I'm not being like, I'm not hanging out with people because I don't like them or I don't want. It's like, I'm very happy to have like a text conversation some days, but the amount of like energy that's been sapped from me since my diagnosis and then since starting meds as well, because it's been such an up and down journey, has just left me absolutely exhausted. Like, all the time. Actually, I will keep some meat because I swear there's something we need for it and I can't remember what, but there was something we were going to make before and I sold it all, which was maybe a little bit silly, but so I think actually probably we'll just sell these two. Actually, I probably should keep that, looking at how much food I have, not a lot, and then obviously we'll keep the right shrooms as well, see how many we can do. But I think it's more like, the more I'm learning, the better I'm being at it, being like, it's literally fine if you, like, it's not on you to bend to other people's whim, if that makes sense. You know, if someone's like, oh, that's annoying that you don't do this or whatever, then they're probably like you're not as close as you maybe thought you were, if that makes sense. That's not a lot of arrows, but I'm hoping we don't need too many more, because there was quite a lot of magic creatures and stuff there, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to get them. But what I'm going to just do, friends, real quick, is I am going to go on a little BRB. I'm just going to sit my character down, but I will pop you on the BRB screen as well, just for anybody, you know, and stuff. I know, because like me and my mum have been talking a little bit about it, and obviously skill regression is quite a big thing. And like, I went to university and I have 2 degrees. You know, I did 3 years for my undergraduate and then I did a year for my masters and stuff. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't do it now. I managed then because it was like sink or swim, I guess. I was like heavily masking. I wasn't really, I didn't communicate any of my needs to anybody at any point. So basically, if someone didn't hear from me for a while, they just thought I hated them. And you know, most people on my course and stuff didn't really get me or whatever, or could be asked to get me. They were just happy to hang out with the kind of like, you know, kind of more extroverted people and stuff, you know, and which is fine, like, you know, but also I was kind of like, oh, hey, I'm like also here and like, you know, okay, I'm not extroverted and, you know, like you know, I'm maybe slightly different, but also like, you know, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, but obviously for some people, they just band together with the people that are identical to them, you know? So I think that's why I've had problems with it in the past and things like that. But I think the like I kind of I don't know, like when I don't know what this has turned into, by the way, I will pee in a minute. But like when I got diagnosed with ADHD, like obviously for a little while afterwards and stuff. Um, like it was again, it wasn't like a shock. I wasn't like, "Whoa, I've never," because I think it became obvious to me. I kind of had a bit of a kind of like a burnout breakdown situation or whatever. Went to the doctors, was like, "What's going on?" and stuff. And they didn't know, but they put me on some new anxiety meds that helped and stuff. But then got me into therapy, and when I got to therapy, they were like, "Fucking hell, you've like," but they basically assumed I had ADHD from the go, and I was like, "Oh, I've not been assessed," and they were like, "You're doing that right now," you know? I studied environmental science and marine science for my master's. Um, so it's like it wasn't a shock because I understood some of my traits were already kind of there, and I kind of suspected, but I also didn't know a lot about it because, you know, growing up when I did and stuff, obviously, like, you only really see what's presented on in the media, and let's be frank, with ADHD, it's a lot of younger assigned male at birth, kind of kids that are more so, you know, picked up. It's probably likely that if I had been born, you know, assigned male at birth, they might have been picked up sooner because it's just a thing, it just is it is a thing. But the representation I saw was hyperactive little kids because that's all I was presented with. But now I'm realizing, yes, I am hyperactive myself. I have combined type, so I have both sides of it, inattentive and stuff. And then, you know, um, but hyperactive doesn't mean bouncing off the walls all the time. It can be internal hyperactive. So the way I explained it at school was like I felt all this. I was quiet and I just got on with my stuff because I was just trying to fit in and I didn't want anyone to think I was weird. But inside there was stuff. So it's kind of like that, I suppose. But I'm like thinking about it. So I got diagnosed last year in May. So I was 27 when I got diagnosed. So that's 27 years of my life that I didn't know that that was a thing, you know what I mean? Because maybe if I had, I would have been able to, like, advocate for myself better at university and things. Like, I did get reasonable adjustments for my anxiety, but looking back now, I'm like, they weren't really because I was anxious, they were just because I was struggling with, like, everything, do you know what I mean? And it just was like, oh, just because I already had a diagnosis of anxiety, they were just like, "Oh, that'll do." Um, yeah, honestly, like, I obviously can't speak if I am autistic or not because I don't know. I have recognized traits in the past, and then not until when I went to therapy did my therapist again assumed that I was autistic, and I was like, "Well, I'm not been assessed," and they were like, "Listen," they were like, "Are you signed up for one? Like, are you on the list?" And I was like, "No," and they're like, "We're rectifying that in the minute." And so I'm on the list and stuff. Since taking my ADHD medication, I thought I don't know what I thought. I thought I was kind of losing it or something. I felt but turns out a lot of traits that may be autistic, I don't know, have really bubbled to the fucking surface since taking because essentially the meds kind of calm down my ADHD to a level that's more doable for me. So my brain isn't occupied. And then the other traits have kind of become more prominent. So that's when I've struggled a lot with socializing and I've struggled a lot with not understanding things and really just not I've never really understood the world in general, like as in like what are we meant to do, guys? Like, does anyone have the handbook? Like it honestly feels like that sometimes. Um, but it's become more prevalent since taking my medication for ADHD because it's kind of calmed down one side and another side is popped out or not popped out, but it's just more prevalent. So it's like I don't know when the hell I'm gonna get assessed. I think I'm, like, maybe 4, 5 can't do maths in my head right now. 4 or 5 months maybe into the process, so I don't actually know when that will happen, at one point, I presume, stuff. Um, yeah, honestly real, that's the thing. I think, like, a lot of people yes, I need to pay. I think a lot of people make these wild and terrible assumptions that if you just try, you can kind of almost, like, just counteract, and it's like, it's not a personality trait, you know what I mean? It's not a personality trait, being neurodivergent your brain is neurodivergent, as in it's divergent to the neuro. Like, as in, your brain is wired differently, that's what that means. It's wired differently, it works differently at a biological level. It's not all made up or it's not all this kind of like, sociology, like it's like biology as well, you know. And but and a lot of people are like, well, if you just like get on with stuff, and I'm like, no, like I was like, no, that's not how it works. God, do I wish it was. If I had a magic, you know, if I was able to do anything, I would just get rid of executive dysfunction straight off the bat. That would go because I need that out of my life, and I'm medicated, so it's like, you know, even still gets you, you know. But yeah, I will go pee now. Um, Please take some time. I'll pop on my little BRB, and you can have a look at some of my shop products if you want to look at them. You can do exclamation point shop. I'll just do it for you. Listen, just do it for you. If you want to check it out, I would appreciate it so much. We're trying to divest and diversify and move income away from Twitch so they don't get any money because of the Gen AI kind of bullshit and stuff like that. So, um, if you want to support me, you're more than welcome. But also just clicking the link, literally just clicking those links in the chat right now helps a lot because it helps the analytics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. But I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee and I'll back. I'll be as quick as I can, but I'm maybe sounds like my parents are working on the bathroom here, so I might just have to go downstairs. So it might be a little bit longer, but I'll only be a few minutes, so it'll be fine. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, folks, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. I am eating my popcorn, so if you can hear me, I am very sorry, but 37 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. Let me get you a little sticker. Let me get you a little sticker. Sorry, I'm not on camera today, Mez. I do apologize massively that I'm not on camera to show you. But I'm going to endeavor to try. Take a picture. What? Maybe you want to hear the crunchy sound. Listen. I don't think I can even make it do it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Because it seems to just completely, like, cancel out. Where are the there's the dinosaur stickers. Right, what have we got? Oh, we have this one really cute one. It's a little blue dinosaur plushie, and it is Eepy and Sleepy, which I think is so cute. I think it's so cute. We're gonna have this one. It's a little sleepy friend. Little sleepy buddy. There we go. Right, there we go. We got Mez. Thank you so much for the resubby. I appreciate you so much. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you're doing well. I know you recently just moved, so I hope everything's going well with that still. Here we go. There we go. You are in. You're just gonna have to trust me. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. I will try my best to send it to you on Discord. If I don't, just prod me and make me do it. I feel like I just my brain becomes soup after stream. I found out, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try and do a popcorn noise, but I don't know if it'll pick it up. It can't pick it up. Ooh, new desk chair. Hell yeah. I was trying to do a popcorn crunch and it literally cancels out the noise because it's like the microphone's got like some built-in stuff as well. I'll try again. Oh my god. I can't. I can't do it. I can't make it hear me. The only thing you can detect is like when I got it in my mouth and you can kind of slightly hear a slight difference. Welcome in, welcome in. You're all good, you're all good. Hope you're doing so well. We are doing some weeklies. We have done some weeklies and we've not done some others. I didn't make these. So just need a turn from the dogs at work. Oh my goodness. My dogs at work, do you work at like a rescue? Or is there just random dogs about, you know, like someone's dog they brought to work? Gosh, sorry. Lots of water. Okay, so we're doing pretty well in terms of we have one more magical creature, and then we're done all of this. The pickaxe ones I think can easily be done. I think what we should actually do is actually remember to go over to my old house plot, which is where I have my unaesthetic garden and also just some random bits, basically. But I'm like, we should have been doing gardening ages ago, but of course it's me, so looks like there's absolutely nothing to harvest right now, so we're not gonna get that one right now. Oh, a little daycare. That's so sweet. I love that. That's so, so cool. Absolutely love to see it. Yeah, we can at least water these and also use fertilizer. But we're not going to be able to get... Well, we might. Just, like, not right now. I don't know what phase any of these trees are in currently. Some of them might be ready to fruit very soon. But one of them is, like, where you... Can't remember what it's called. The leg snapped? Oh, no way! Oh my goodness. It turned up? Oh my god, heck yes! That's so sick. Yeah, I feel like you don't hear the accent that much, right? To be fair. I don't know why some accents are just rarer. They're not really rarer. That makes it sound like there's like a rarity scale, but yeah, not in the UK so much. No. Okay, that's all of them watered. I'm just making sure for sure. What is that one called? I always forget the blooming name of it. Scrolly. Eye for quality, that's it. You 10 star quality crops and then just harvest crops is here. So I think maybe on the next cycle, the next day cycle, some of these might be ready if we're really lucky and stuff. I was shocked. That's really cool. I love that. I bet they were kind of gassed. They were like, yeah, that is that did be me. That did be me. I'm thinking okay, so that's half done. It's not obviously fully done. Because we can't quite you know, do some of it, but we've got it like in motion, which is good as well. So let me just, that is the wrong button, not even close. I was like, wait, where am I going? I want to go back to my house. Of course, enjoy building your chair. That's very exciting. Very, very exciting vibe. Sorry, I'm smacking everything on my desk while I'm trying to eat my friggin' popcorn. Popcorn has been like my absolute savior. I eat it all the time now. I don't really eat lunch as a meal. I just nibble a bit. I kind of want to see if we can get that one last magic creature, you know? I kind of want to. And then to make that ace tint as well, we needed a black bass. That's in Bahari. But I'm thinking the magical creatures are probably going to be easiest, I think, in the Highlands. So we might just do that first, see if we can get that first. Because they seem to be more prevalent. It might not be true, but I feel like in comparison to the days before we had things like the Royal Highlands or even Elderwood, I feel like magical creatures weren't quite as prevalent. But now it's like, in the Royal Highlands, I feel like they're always just popping up. I'm gonna kind of not try and fast travel everywhere. Yeah, the Magic Mugen is genuinely a hate crime. I hate Mugen in general, but the Magic Mugen are awful to hunt. I hate it. I don't think I will ever hunt them ever again. Oh, there's one. I kind of want to see if there's bright shrooms here, though, to be honest. Let me just check. Looking quite bad. No bright shrooms, that's fine. We'll proceed. Always on the lookout for bright shrooms. It's built into my brain chemistry at this point. Like, it's just built in at this point. Where is it? Oh, it's the one that's in the amber. But I always just look for bright shrooms now because you need them to make the spell arrows, and that's what I've been predominantly using. Yay, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. We got it. Oh, you know what? we're meant to be mining as well. I think we're meant to be mining, you know. Keep forgetting about that. I think we have Gold Rush, don't we? Let me just check. Yeah, Gold Rush we have. Yeah, Pickaxe Pro, and Pie. Yeah, the trufflets are really good. I don't think I have any trufflets at the moment. How bad is that? There was a period of time where I had a good few of them. But then it got to the stage where I think quite a lot of them were venerated, so then I got donated them, and I don't think I have one trufflet now. I kind of need to get some more back. Currently my barn is it full? I mean, I donated like 4, so that surely can't be still full, but I don't know, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Just smacking all these nodes. To be fair, we could definitely do with iron, so I'm like, this is actually good to push me in the direction of getting some iron, because definitely could do with some, actually. Don't think we have any more, so even to make arrows and stuff, I'm not going to go for that magic creature now. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that for somebody else, because we don't need it now. You know, we don't really need it now. But I'll come over here and see what little bits and pieces. That I always get from an angle. This one always looks like it, but it's not. It's a midnight one. Sometimes it does. It feels wrong to like not be hunting creatures in this area because it's like what I do all the time. It's like it's just again built in. It's built in at this point. I will grab all the foragey bits. That's the rarer ones anyway, because always good to pick them up. I fear. But anything else I'm going to really try and avoid not, like, just constantly picking up everything. Because I am very much that way. I'll just see things and pick everything up. But I'm like, I'm just going to stick to the rare things that are worth maybe a bit more to sell. You know? But, like, at the moment, we don't really need money for pretty much anything, really. I think the summer store's gone now. But even the summer store, like, it wasn't... The currency wasn't even gold, so I was like, well, there wasn't really a hell of a lot of stuff that we really needed in terms of, like, buying stuff for the update, you know what I mean? It just wasn't really necessary in the end. Sometimes it is, it depends on the update. Was this the one that we shot? Ah, yeah. Might as well finish what we were doing. Finish what we are doing, and then I think we're gonna go this way, because I would, again, like to kind of swing round to here. Nope, that's a lie. Here. See if there's any bright shrooms here. Just in case. Also, Hassian is here as well, so if we did need any arrows, I keep forgetting about that. Oh my god, that campfire's in a different location. Wait, how the heck did I miss that location then? We were just there, and I apparently just didn't even register there was a campfire there. We had just been on this map. And I think this campfire was at the same spot, but our one was over here, so that's actually an opportunity for another artifact, I think. I forget it does that. That it's possible if you load into a new server that you can get a new one. Another chance at an artifact. Sorry, I had popcorn fully much stuck in my throat. I hate that. One thing I don't like about popcorn. That element. Okay. Do you know what? Why am I running? 100% could be on my horse. I've been spending too much time in Killamur. And although you can ride your horse in Killamur, it runs out of energy because there's none of these little orbs around the place to give you boosts. Which kind of sucks, and I want them to add that in because I'm like these ones, essentially. There's none of those in, like, Killamur or anywhere else. It's only in the Royal Highlands, and I'm kind of like, I'd love if they just had them everywhere. Only hitting this one because I actually need the plush. Still. God, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get humbled. Double check if there's a... No. But there is a bright room here. We'll take that. I think it was that one, was it? Oh my god, I thought that was done. But apparently there's one more in it. Okay, now we got it, now we got it. Only because we still need the plush of this one. Am I actually bothering to do that one? Just on the absolute random off chance that it might have. Not looking great on bright shrooms at the moment, actually. But, we will just look here. Oh god, there's, like, literally none. Oh, that's upsetting. That is upsetting. Well, we want to go back to this campfire because, lol, apparently I just... Oh, no, don't follow me. No, go away! It's still coming, isn't it? Yeah! I think after a certain radius, yeah, it will stop, but I don't like getting chased in games. It really scares me. I don't like that. How did I not register this as a campfire as well? Is beyond me. But apparently I didn't. But it means we get another chance of getting an artifact. There's only like 3 I need. It's not that one. It's not that one. But there is a bright room here, so I will definitely take that. And I might as well do some of this iron as well. Don't really have that many arrows to be hunting these jack cats as we go around, so I'm like, we probably should just focus on what we actually are doing. And what we actually can get done, you know? Oh, there's another bright room there, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. There we go, pickaxe pro. That's what we like to see. I often think this is one, but it's not, that's a bug. How many bright shrooms did we get from that? We have 7, to be fair, it's not bad. Not bad. That'll make 7 lots of arrows. Which is always good and stuff. I think I need... what did I say I needed? Well, it doesn't tell you in this, does it? Which is really odd. Artifacts. Oh, it does! It does tell you what you need in this one. Yeah, so I just need the second bit of that and the last one of the crest, and then... Oh god, yeah, I was like, where's the rest of them? I'm like, you have to scroll, and then apparently the second of the crest. I don't know what I have. I don't know what I have. I have loads of them at my base. At my base? It says base in Palia. Plot. Can't remember what I have though, but we're more than welcome if you want. We can trade, because I think when you like go onto the trading thing, it just basically shows you what you have. Same with the plushy ones. I can go look now actually. I'm not that far away. I'm curious. I have no idea what I have. Quite a few of lots of different ones, but I couldn't tell you exactly which ones. I'll go over here. Oh yeah, this is it, isn't it? The little wee trading bit. So yeah. Oh yeah, it tells you. Oh my god, I don't think I have any of those. What? Just looking, I'm like, you needed the yellow ones, right? I have none of them. Is that... No. Oh my god. Only the same one, T. That's so wild. Out of everything that I have, I was like, oh, I don't have the yellow crest. I'm looking for one of them myself, but I thought I would have had doubles of the other one, but apparently not. Who knew? Who knew? Okay, so just take stock because I've kind of forgotten. Flow tree. Well, what time is it? Oh my god, it's past 12 again, so I've ruined that again. Crafting things, that's fine, we can do those. Harvesty bits. Party prospector is basically just, you know, smacking the nodes with other people, essentially. Oh, they're only in the chests. I have all the chests. I think I have all the chests. Because, actually, how do I know? Oh yeah, there's a thing. There's, what do you mean, a achievement for it. What's it called? Oh my god, it's called something. What is it called? What's it called? Ah, shoot. It's one of these. Why is that taking so long? These are all chef ones. God, this is so slow. Too far, too far. What is it called? Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. There was one that was like, discover all the things in the Elderwood. Not Elderwood. Why is it not there? Oh wait, hold on. It's easy, you can just go in this bit. Which one of this is it then? Visionary? No. Stable. All the campgrounds. Oh, here we go. Vault Raider. There's Vault Raider, which is apparently the last 4 vaults. You can only find 16 on the map, and the last 4 ones are tied to the quest. Dismount in midair while at least 50 meters from the ground. Apparently, I've done it 49 times. What the heck? Who knew? Who knew? Right, that hasn't solved any of my. That hasn't solved things because I'm just. I'm baffled now at what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? We do need to do some fishing. I kind of wish that I brought my chum bucket. Because, to be fair, there's nothing stopping us from going home, grabbing them, and coming back. I didn't get as far as this one, because you can unlock the ability to get this shark. But I'm not there yet. And I'm on this one, see, so I'm like... But the chum buckets you can use guarantee star quality when you use them. And that would be so helpful. So I think I'm just going to go grab them, dump stuff, and then come back. My favourite place ever is the Royal Highlands, so I think I want to stay here. Just trying to get the last little bits of popcorn. Tis all pretty much I eat at the moment. Right. Let's get rid of the few bits that are just clogging up things as well. That we don't need. And we'll keep one of those. I have so many of those I don't need. I'll just put those away in case anyone needs extra. We'll keep that. Need to keep that. Food, obviously. I'll bring those with me. Bright shrooms go in here. And we'll put on this iron to smelt, for sure. And I guess might as well fix stuff. Pop on this. It's not a lot of iron, but it's something. Something to get going with, you know. And then I'll grab my chum buckets. I probably also could bring... I don't know if I have any fisher What is it called? Brew or something? Hold on. I feel like I probably used it. But these are the chum buckets. So they guarantee like a whole big pool of like star quality only. And to be fair, would I really need the fish? I don't think I would need the brew as well, to be honest, would I? I guess sashimi if I have it, but I really don't think I have sashimi. Oh! I think sashi... tell me if I'm wrong, but sashimi is the one that improves fishing, doesn't it? Just... Do I need... How many of these have I got? I've got, like, size zones, I think, are for me the best one, not speed. So I'm just going to bring, like, a few more of those. Think that'll be okay? Think that should be enough? We'll go back to the Highlands. I think that should be team. Whew. So yeah, also in terms of streams for the rest of this week, it's kind of up in the air, I'll be honest. I can't do tomorrow, and I can't do Friday because I'm busy both days. And I don't know about Thursday either, so I'm not sure. Actually, we should just fast travel. I think if we go to... Is it Southwest or Standing Cliffs? I think we'll go Standing Cliffs. Both of them are very close by, so I think it's fine. Both of them can get us to the ocean as quickly as it needs to be. So I will just try and keep people in the loop as much as possible. I know I don't need to keep saying sorry, but I keep saying sorry because I feel really bad that, like, there's just no schedule. I want there to be a schedule so badly, but every single day is, like, different, you know? For me, in terms of, like, health and stuff. And, like, I think, as I said yesterday, like, shut up! What do you matter? I'm sorry, by what do we mean by... The first shell got us a freaking crab. And we got a plush from it. Like, be so for real. Why isn't this valid? Why can't I place this here? Why can't I place that there? I've seen people use it here. Why isn't this valid? Look. You put it usually at the edge. Why isn't this valid? I've seen people use it here before. Hold on, I'm very confused now. We'll grab actually some of this coral if I see it, because vibes, but why can't I put that there? Okay, that one's fine. I thought that one's okay. I'm like, what's the tea here? Okay, and then where's my sashimi? I can't... If anyone knows what... It just says, oh, slightly increases the health recovery rate. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, can't remember what it actually does. Gone from my brain. I don't know what... I'll just use glowworms, I guess. I'm not too fussed on what the creatures is, to be honest. I'm trying to remember if I can remember how to fish again. Because I got taught a better method where you kind of, like, let go. I'm trying to remember if I remember it now. Like, when it wiggles and is really bad, and you can't maybe keep hold of it, you can just stop like that. So I'm not holding down anything on my mouse now. Ooh, barracuda. Funny, we love. Any cool fish we probably might even keep, because they'll all be star quality, so we can use them in our house. I do want to, like, have some kind of, like, big aquarium situation going on at one point. I say all these things and it's just like, I don't know, I get really frustrated with my brain because my brain will just fixate on random things, and at the moment it's like, I find it easier to, like, focus and get started on tasks to do with things like streaming. So, like, making stream graphics or sorting all that and stuff out, but my brain really engages with it. But then when there's something else that I want to do, my brain's just like, no. And I don't really know why, but it's really frustrating when there's something you want to do and your brain's like, no. Like, I'm really struggling to finish keyrings for my small business so badly, but I'm just... Every time I think I want to do it, I try, and then my brain just will not engage, and I don't know how to like, get past that, you know what I mean? I just don't know how to get past it. I think, honestly, like, it's got to the point now where I'm like, I just don't know what I'm doing with that. That's so cute. Look at that slugfish. I definitely think I need, like, some ADHD kind of, like, therapy / counselling situation, which is something that I am working towards, but it's a bit all over the place, really, because, I don't know, like, it's hard because, like, sessions are obviously very expensive, but they're also, like, kind of a commitment. So, like, once you start, you know, and it's like, they might be wanting, like, £50 plus a session, and it's like, well, if you want a session every week, or like that gets very expensive incredibly quickly. And I'm like, I don't have like the sustainable funds to do that. Does that make sense? Like, so one-off payments for things are easier to do, but obviously, like, I don't know. I just need to win the lottery that I don't enter, so I can have like a just like permanent therapy. You know what I mean? Like, as in, like, can have therapy whenever I need it or want it. You got a match. Oh, that's so good. I love a matcha milk. It's my favorite boba. Can't really have it because it's got caffeine in now, but I haven't had boba since being on my meds. Actually, I'm not meant to have any caffeine. Some people roll the dice and have caffeine with it, and I'm like, I don't know what or how you do that. That sounds awful. But I don't have any caffeine. I can't drink alcohol anymore. Not that I really drank it that much, but can't drink it anymore. But I think I probably could manage, I've said before, I think I probably could manage like a brown sugar boba, because technically there's tea in it, because it's like a boba tea. But it's very, I think it's a negligible, not say that word, amount, you know, like very, very, very minimal, but I think it would be okay. I think it would be okay. As long as I wasn't like absolutely like necking it at breakneck speed, I think it'd be okay. Ooh, that's a cool fish. I haven't been paying attention. Have I been doing any of these weeklies? One more for quality catch. See, I don't think I'm close enough to that. Am I close enough to that player? I think I am, actually, because I think I've got the symbol. Oh my god, there's another friend there. Why would they put the chum bucket down? It's kind of a waste of their chum bucket, isn't it? Because if I'm here, and I turned up first, like, why wouldn't they just use my chum bucket with me? Because it's a bit of a waste, isn't it, for them? Because it's like, well, they could just use this one, you know? And we got friendly, yeah, so we were close enough. That's good, that's good. Got friendly fish. So now we just need to get the total amount of fishies. We've got the quality ones dealt with. Look, there's another magic Cernic in the distance. I'm crying. Seen a lot of them today. So these are very pretty. These are very pretty, these mantas. I'm actually going to just swap to worms, sorry. I'm a little bit curious in terms of what creatures worms would bring up. I'm not like super well versed with. I definitely don't have all the fish and stuff of the Highlands because again, fishing is really not my forte at all. But I do want to be able to hopefully get the. I don't think you can get a plush of the shark, the Highland shark one. You can get one. But it would be cool to be able to fish them up, and then you could any star quality ones you could keep, but it would mean probably having to swap and stuff. Yeah, fish. Oh, Jesus, this is a spicy friend. Why was that one so spicy in comparison? We've had other ones like that before. My fishing is definitely, I think, my lowest. Yeah, fishing and cooking is my lowest because I just literally just don't. No, actually, wait, no. Fishing? Yeah, fishing and cooking my lowest. Cooking is just at 20 and almost at 21. And fishing has only gone up high. I think I only went up because when we were fishing for like the Moors plush and stuff, like, I think that's what like made it happen like that, if that makes sense. But mining, my first goal is to get to 50. I want to hit everything to get 50 eventually, but it's going to take obviously quite a lot. I'm almost at 200 in hunting. 175 on bugs, which is pretty cool as well. See, my chum bucket's run out. Oh, theirs has run out too, because I was like, well, I'll just go and use theirs. But I was like, I don't know why they set up right next to me, and we could have shared, and then they could have saved themselves. I mean, it is what it is, really. I'm just going to have a quick look in case there's any coral around here. Because... what was the thing that I was going to make with coral? Oh, smoke candles! Yeah, smoke candles. The other day when I was trying to make smoke candles... yesterday, actually, I think. Not the other day, but... I was, what do you do? Listen! The crabby was doing a little dance. But, I didn't realize I didn't have any coral for some reason. Holy moly. And it's like, we got a plush from that other one. Like, so easy. Like, it was just like the first piece of, like, beach forage we picked up. Instantly there was a king crab, which is already impressive. And the fact that that instantly dropped the plush, I'm like, sorry? That's probably, like, the luckiest I've ever gotten with that. I'm like, what? It took me ages to actually get that plush. Like, it took me forever. And I'm like, lol. then it just like cropped up. There is something forage around here, but I'm not actually seeing any. I think that is it. Is it tapped out there? I'll just check around here because sometimes as well. Like these areas are very peaceful because you really just don't see people around here very often, which is kind of cool. Oh, I thought that was a thing, but it's just a fishing node. Just a fishing node. I don't know if they spawn up here. I don't think they do, but I'll just check just in case. I don't think so. Not that I know of, anyway. Okay, where do we want to fish? So how many we got actually? Let's look how many we have left. 17. Woo! 17. We're definitely going to use a chum bucket, I think. Because I think I probably should have just got a speed one as well, so it means you reel in quicker, but I'm like, lol. I think for me, the safe zone one is more important. I've also just realised focus check. Focus check. Nice, nice, nice. We might just go here or something, I think. Just chuck one down here. I do kind of at one point want to go back and do some more plushie hunting for the crabs, because I do think they're a really cool plush. Like, there's the chum bucket. I was like, where? Thank you so much for the lurky. Appreciate it. There we go. I was like, before it was being really silly with me, and as it turns out, there's a freaking node here anyway. I'm gonna go on the node only because I think the nodes make it faster. They guarantee star quality. Obviously, it doesn't matter because we have the chum bucket that also guarantees. But I swear they make them faster. Like, it makes it faster for them to hook. I might have made that up, though, so... Oh, this is a new one! Muddy Manta! I'm gonna have fun. It's a new fishy. I'm gonna do, like, no bait, I think. Because before we've done a bit of glow, we've done a bit of regular worms. I'm gonna try with no bait and see what we get. Be interested to see what the journey is there. That's another muddy one. Oh, but you're a bit more spicy. Cute. They're really fun. I like the mantas, actually. I think the mantas are cute. They're very, very fun. I'm a big advocate from slowly we get plushies for like everything. We already have float, like a few obviously fish ones. We also have float fish, which is, this one is a Highland one specifically. But the float fish are usually in the Elderwood. It says these float fish were headed to the Elderwood when they took a wrong turn. Now they're too embarrassed to leave. So literally me and a fish, amazing. But I'm like, that a plush of that would be really fun, since we already have the other ones that you can get in Elderwood, and we have one of multiple, I think, of a couple of them, but at least one of each. My goal is always one of each of the plushies, and then if we get any bonus ones, that's tea, and we can use them for decoration. But I really haven't been decorating of late. I'm really, really, really struggling with anything like that. My brain just seems to like repetitive stuff at the moment. Oh my god, a green anchovy. We haven't got one of those either. That is also a new one. Who knew? There is obviously probably definitely quite a few, especially some of the rarer ones as well. We'll definitely not have. Because I've not been doing a lot of dedicated fishing. But I don't hate it anywhere near as much as I used to. I definitely, it's more for me the time it takes for it to hook on. Do you know what I mean? Like, now I've worked out that if you take your hand off, look, that you can just almost like pause the fishing, and then if you want to reel in, then you press. Learning that was very instrumental, to be honest. But it just takes a little fraction too long for my brain to attach to the hook, you know what I mean? It just takes a wee bit too long. It's just like a fraction too long for me, and I'm like, if it was a little bit less that, then it would just be more satisfying, because it just takes a little bit too long otherwise. And I do not like things that take too long, you know? I really can't cope with those at all. So I'm like, listen, very, very much need it to be as speedy as possible, do you know what I mean? Like, I just can't be bothered to wait for something to hook. I'm like, the minigame, I've got a lot better at now. I know the method a bit better, and, you know, I'm not losing fish as much as I used to and stuff, especially with the spicy ones, of course, so. We have a lot of green anchovies. I might just go back to glowworms. It doesn't really matter, to be fair. Like, I'm not... It doesn't matter so much now, but I will maybe keep a few of the star quality. Well, they're obviously going to all be star quality because the chum bucket ensures that, but and we'll keep a few for my plot, because at one point I will be doing some more plot stuff. I definitely want to like have like a kind of room that's full of like I feel like it's gonna be really hard for me to keep track of, like, I wanted a room with every single fish, like at least one of each fish. Well, one exactly of each fish I've ever caught in some kind of decorate, like in a room. But I'm like, it's gonna be really hard for me to keep track of things. I'm like, is that possible? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But I know that my OCD would not be happy unless I did it like that, I think. So even if I was like, oh, we'll just do any fish that we have or whatever, and it doesn't matter if, like, they're doubles or whatever, I know my brain wouldn't like. But I need to commit and do that at one point. I need to commit and do it. I just... Getting started is really hard for me, is what I'm finding. Probably going to have to be something we try on stream together, I think, because that gives me the motivation, because I'm like, okay, well, I've said that I'm going to do it, so I have to do it, you know? And my own brain won't do it on its own, you know? I really want to break past the barrier of executive dysfunction, because it's what is holding me back so badly. Just starting on task, whether this task is already mostly finished or if it's completely new. I've got so many craft things that I want to do, and I just can't get past it. And it's so annoying to me. I'm like, that's what I need help with out of everything the most. I've got another one of these mantas. That's very, very cute. Oh my god, wait, hi. Is it you? Oh my god, hi, it is you. Hello. Hello. We eat my foods. I've lost track of how many fish I even have. 24, so we need 6 more, technically. 6 more. I have no more chum buckets, but we can carry on here anyway. So I don't need personally need star quality ones, so we can just keep going here anyway, I suppose. I mean, I do have a thing to locate nodes, but I'm like, well, I don't think we really need. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be team. We'll be alright. I love your pet so much, it's so cute. Out of all the pets, the pets that I would consider getting, I really like the ones that are like the plume hound, which is the same as Tao in the game, or the ones that are like the big chunky cats. Those ones I absolutely love. Like, they're really, really funny. I just think they're vibes. I just think they're big vibes in a big way. I have a ferris, and then I have the bee, because the bee came with like a... Bee came with something. I didn't buy it individually, it just came with it. And then the other ones I have are the pal cats. And those ones also... I think it was like when you make your first ever purchase in the shop or something, they give you the pal cats or whatever. And it's like 3 different types, I think, which is honestly pretty generous, and they would probably never... I don't know if... I presume that's still a thing, I don't know, but it was when I first started, you know? So I have no idea, but I'm hoping it is, because it's like a nice thing to do, you know? I still... Oh, why did I panic press? I still haven't got as well the... Is it the... What are they called? There's all these mushrooms you can get for referring friends onto Palia. The problem is, like, everyone I know has a Palia account. So I'm like, lol, I haven't got any of those new ones. I've got the old rewards from back in the day, but then they've made some new rewards, and then these, like, shiny mushrooms. And they are really cool, but the only way you can get them is by referring people through your link, which you can get on the website and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know anyone that doesn't have Palia. Pretty much everyone I know plays Palia, or at least has an account already. So either they are on a pause, or they just made an account, so then they might play later. Do you know what I mean? It's not, there's not a lot of people that I know that don't have one. I probably should just put it out there at one point on my Blue Sky or something, being like, this is my link, you know? All you have to do, I think, is just get an account. I don't think you even have to download the game if you don't want to. I think you just make an account, and then that's the tea, I think. I think, anyway. Pretty confident that's how it works. I think, anyway. But there is a plushie tracker online. I can get you a link in a second, actually. I think I had it open. Did I have it open? I had it open earlier today, but I don't think I currently have it open. Bear with, bear with. What is it called? Come on, tab, let me open you. Properly, thank you. Plushie. Come on, open, 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 open. Plushie tracker, there we go. So yeah, it's on paleostracker.com. I'll pop it in chat if anyone is interested, because I know that maybe other people are also like into the plushies. But this is essentially like a big old thing of all the plushies, and it's right up to date at the moment now. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. And you can basically go through and tick the ones that you have, so you can keep track of the ones that you're still looking for. So most of the ones that I don't have the Elder Schmall plush, which is one of the mushroom ones. I don't have any of the Elderwood Fungi, that's the Refer a Friend ones. I don't have the Madrinus ones, because the only reason way you could get that is if you bought Madrinus, like the actual product, you got a plush. So the only way I'd be able to get that in game is if someone had doubles and would trade with me, and that's it. That's the only way you could get it. And then I think I'm missing one of the ranch house ones. I've definitely got Cotton Bean, which is like a farmer outfit, and Butterball, they have a backpack. And then there's the one that's Cherry Tail. I don't think I have that one because it's Heckler's Friendship, I think. So I think that's the only way you can get it. I think. I'm pretty confident that's the only way, and I pretty much don't ever speak to Heckler. So, but that is just like a little tool if, like, you know, you're also really into plushie hunting but want to keep track. There's also other stuff there too, like the artifacts for the Royal Highlands, but also like the Elderwood ones. Like there's literally everything. There's literally everything. The bundles, gold tracker as well, like profit tracker, which I find really, like, you know, helpful if you want to know, like, should I actually make my stuff into, you know, is it more profitable as jam or something or whatever. What is this? Oh, a heather manta. I was like, what is that? I was like, that's cool. Yay! I have no idea what I'm ever going to spend my fishing medals on. Oh my god, I have like 600. What am I ever going to do with those? Genuinely, what am I going to do? Wait. Oh yeah, I've had heather manta before. I was like, it's just a very spicy one. Hence why I was like, oh my god, my thing broke ages ago, crying. Hence why I was like, this is spicy, but for what reason actually is it spicy? Do you know what I mean? Like, for what reason is it spicy? That's what I was trying to work out. But I guess probably I'm gonna get rid of this actually. I don't need this. We'll obviously keep coral, just seeing if there's anything that was like completely not needed at all, but just for the vibes really and stuff. Have you done your weeklies for the fishing? Have you done yours? Need to eat this as well. There we go. Wrong thing, wrong thing. I guess I was doing it without the safe zone for a while there, but I just do not notice when it breaks. It even tells you, it has a notification, and it definitely tells you, and I still will be like, it still goes above my head. Like, it'll be the most obvious thing, and I still will miss it. Like, it's just... It's wild. I just fully just don't. Just do not even. Quite funny, actually. To be fair, look, we're almost... I'm wondering if I could hit 27 on fishing. Well, I'm actually quite close, I didn't realise. So I have got the bronze trophy? Yeah, I've got the bronze trophy for fishing, which is 25. And then it's 50 for the silver, and then it's 100 for the gold one. So the ideal would be to get gold for all of them. And what's kind of cool is it does actually give you, it's like a physical thing that you can put in your house, which I really like. So the dream would be to get at least 100 on each one, but I'm like, I have been playing Palia for fucking ages. Like, the majority of the time that it's been, like, the only time I didn't play was pretty much the alpha, and then maybe a couple weeks into the beta, before I actually got my account and downloaded. And my fishing is on, I just got to 27. So I'm like, getting to 100, I don't have the patience to be sat here all day doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it takes too long. It's not, you know, like, with bug catching and stuff, it's almost like instantaneous. You don't really have to do much other than just kind of throw at, you know, and stuff. But obviously with fishing, it's like a little bit more involved, and that's why I'm like, oh god, like, I can't. Whereas other ones just happen very easily, whereas fishing, you have to actually, like, actively attempt, do you know what I mean? Like, you have to actively put time into it, and I'm like, I don't like that. Oh, you're working on them, T2T. What are you up to then? What are you up to? In terms of how many you need? I'm just going to keep fishing for a wee bit because I don't really know. Just nice vibes. Oh, the fairy manta's the epic one. Oh. That was a really not so spicy fish. And it just casually happened to be, like, an epic fish. But it wasn't very spicy in the water. It seemed very, like, kind of pretty chill, you know? Kind of pretty okay. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't expect. I expected it. I thought, yeah. That's why I was like casual. I was like, wait, hold on. What's going on here? You know what? While we're here fishing, I've just thought about this. I'll be getting XP. If I swap back to this one, then I'll maybe have chance to unlock the shark eventually. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest, why I didn't think of that, but we move. It is me, so, you know. Makes sense. But I would like to unlock the shark, because presumably you can get it in gold star quality, and I would quite like it in gold star quality. That would be tea. That would be vibes. Almost was not paying attention there. I was like, see, this one's a bit more, well, not really spicy. It's not jumping out of the water. It's just a bit fast, really. It's not the worst. To be fair, I think, I don't know how much XP actually goes up. Bear with, actually. Hold on, I've just thought about this. Because on dailies, is any of them fish related? Oh my god, wait! Apparently we did one of them and I didn't even know. And then one of them is, wait, try some sashimi. Does that mean I have to buy it then? Because I've obviously already eaten it today, but I presume does that mean I have to cook it? And by cook it, I mean just... That should be easy, actually, because... Like, it's literally just any fish, and it's just raw. It's, like, literally just chop it. So, that's actually something that's actually doable. Which is a surprise for us all. An actually doable task. Relatively easy. I didn't even realise. I kind of forget that if you don't pin the dailies, you can pin them if you want to, so you can see them on your main screen. If you don't pin them, then they can just happen in the background. So we got some bonus there, so I'm like, okay. Because the Lunar Path is, like, not the Lunar Path, sorry, the dailies are definitely one of the best ways to get Lunar XP. All XP goes towards the Lunar thing, but Lunar XP is, like, counts more, essentially, you know? So that's where you... And also doing the bundles, you do get a big old piece of XP as well. But I was like, since I'm here fishing, I'm like, well, realistically, I should be just working on the Path of the Moors, because if I do get it at the end, if I finish it, then I do get the opportunity to get Highland Sharks, because they'll start turning up in the water once you've done that. So I was like, oh, should just be doing that, lol. Like, didn't even occur to me. But might as well, honestly, because I'll be able to, like, by the looks of it, what I'm seeing, when they add in new paths, none of them ever disappear. Just up to you to, like, pin whichever one you would like to make progress on. Which I really like, because it's not like a panic to try and finish them, you know? Because obviously, like, they're kind of similar to, like, battle passes, where you have it's a timed amount of time, and, you know, you want to try and get all the rewards and stuff for it. But with these ones, I think, well, the Path of the Moors is still going, and that's obviously, like, a while ago. And I know that, I think there was the other... Let me just check, actually. Yeah, so the Path of the Pony came out when the Highlands came out. That's obviously still here. Path of the Champion, Path of the Cardigan, Tadpole one. Like, so all of the ones that have always been here are still here. You can just swap between. So it's kind of nice that there isn't, like, a panic stations where you're like, oh my god, I only have, like, this amount of time to finish that. Because then it's, like, pressure, obviously. Because, you know, you might also be trying to finish the bundles or, you know, stuff like that. So it's, like, extra pressure, but it means you can just pop back and forth. Like, I finished the frog one, and then I moved on to another one, and then I think I moved on to this one that I'm on now, which is the sharky one. And then, obviously, recently I just started the other one. I don't know what to get rid of. Let's get rid of. I mean, to be fair, these aren't worth that much. Just gonna go for a little bit longer, I think. Itchy. Is in a total flat this morning, but because my mum was my mum was just, like, touching up a bit of paint in the bathroom or something, I couldn't do the chores that I need to get done. So I need to do this afterwards now, which I guess is not ideal because it's like I get very sleepy after stream, but LOL. I put my washing in just as I started stream as well, so I'm like, I have to go put that out. I mean, if the weather's... it looks okay. Obviously, ideally, I would have got it in earlier, but it, shit happens. Hell yeah. Very EP. After stream, I just genuinely, like, I get so freaking tired after stream. And it's like, I don't know, like, when I'm streaming, I'm fine. You know? Thank you so much to Diddy Fishy, 75, hell yeah. Like, on stream, I feel like I'm okay. Like, at the moment now, I feel like I have a decent amount of energy, you know? I feel kind of, like, energized. But then it's like, after stream, I just absolutely crash out. Like, I just crash so badly. And then, like, an hour and a bit later, then my meds start to run out. Like, so that's when I start the kind of, like, medication crash. So it's kind of like, I usually don't get a lot done after stream. I always want to, and I always tell myself I will, but I just struggle to do anything. I'm very much in my era of just struggling at the moment, but also I just can't. I don't know. Like a lot of people seem, not everyone, but a lot of people just seem that they just know what they're meant to be doing, and I'm just like crying. Would be more fishies. No, EPs is valid. EPs is very valid. EPs is so valid. You know. Oh, I need to eat that as well. I can eat that. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Just gonna eat sashimi because I'm like, well, I can technically, so. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We are just been doing some chill weeklies at the moment. I've technically done my fishing weeklies, but Jenna is doing theirs, and I'm just honestly, my brain is just kind of like, yeah, let's just do some fishing. Honestly, like, why not? Why not? It's a time. Although I am. Oh, actually, I'm wondering if I should have room at home to take some stuff back with my pet, so I can do. When did I get this pet? Apparently, I have this pet too, but I don't know when. I can't remember what that must have come with something. But what am I gonna? So I kind of want to keep these star ones, star crabby. I do want to keep a lot of the star manta ones, or actually the float fish will take priority. Probably, maybe actually we won't keep that, but we can take those home, and it means we have extra space, which is always fun. But yeah, I'm in the era of just like not really understanding. Like I very much feel I'm in that era, like the neurodivergent experience of feeling just like an alien on the planet, because I'm just like, so many people seem to understand what they're meant to be doing, like day to day. And I get it, like obviously if you have a job and stuff, like if you have a 9 to 5 and stuff, like that's what you do during the day. But like, I just get really confused. And I don't know if it's, well, my therapist thought it was like a neurodivergent and definitely maybe an autistic thing, but obviously I don't know that confirmed yet. Literally me. Literally me. Literally me. Literally me. Literally me. But I just don't understand how people are meant to understand, like, what we're meant to be doing. Like, in life. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, finding purpose and stuff. Like, I just don't understand any of that. Like, all throughout my life, up until a certain point, it was just kind of easy. Because it was just kind of like, well, you go to school and then you come home and you do whatever. And then you go to you go to sixth form college and then uni. And then I went to uni and then I went to another uni. And then after that point, it was kind of like, a year or so of rest and stuff. I think the camp soup might just be from the campsites. I'm not sure if there's a recipe for it, I'm not sure. Now you've said that, I'm not actually confident in that. I don't know if the first time you pick it up, you also get the recipe for it, but I actually don't know. I actually do not know. If anyone knows, let me know, but I apparently do not know. But I just don't get it. And I've been just like, the last few days have been just like really existential for me because I've just kind of been like, I don't get, what I'm meant to be doing, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just, like, I'm doing my little streams and stuff, and I'm, very unsuccessfully running my small business and stuff, but I'm like, what am I meant to be doing, per se? Do you know what I mean? It's like when you watch films, and recently, whenever I've watched a film or TV series, I'm always like really, really zoned in on dynamics of people because I'm just like they always just seem to just do the thing. You know what I mean? They just do the things. So it's like they do the thing, they get a promotion at work, or whatever it might be, or whatever, or they meet someone and then maybe they get married, or maybe they have kids, and then they like do this or that, or then maybe they move, or like stuff like that. Thank you for the follow, friend. I appreciate it. And I'm just kind of like, how do they know to do that? Like, I've never related more to the thought where it's like the feeling of being neurodivergent in neurotypical world is like feeling like no one gave you the instruction manual. But like, does anyone in chat know what? Like, does anyone in chat experience that? Does anyone know, like, just because people just seem to like get up and like do their day, and then go to bed, and it's like tea, and I'm just like, I'm constantly thinking about like, what is the purpose of all of this? Like, what am I meant to be doing? How do I find more purpose in my life? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I felt like this way for a long time, but again, like, because I was down the academic pipeline, it was all just kind of like laid out for you, and then like, you know, you do this and then to do this, and like there was never anything else, and like we were just made to believe at university that like getting a job after uni would be like really easy. It obviously wasn't, and I graduated my first degree in the very beginning of the pandemic. So obviously I, you know, I hadn't done anything, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't get it either. Same with social situations and stuff. Like, I feel like I need, like, can we make a support group? This isn't even a joke. Like, can we make a support group or something on Discord? Because I'm like, I genuinely don't get shit sometimes. And I'm like, I feel like I've always felt like that, but the more I've been unmasking with my ADHD, I've just really been like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm just like, how do people do, like, you know when people just like casually meet up and stuff, and it's like, for me at uni, it never was like that. I have to like, I really struggle with spontaneity in terms of like meeting people and stuff. Not that I live anywhere close to anybody to meet them, but you know what I mean? Like, I always need to know what the tea is. Like, I need, like, I'm like, we can game at this point, at this time or whatever, or like, can we, you know, can we schedule in that? But if someone's like, oh, just whenever, I'm like, I can't, I'm like, but when is whenever? It feels nice to talk about this, because sometimes I genuinely feel like I am an alien on this planet, and I'm like, when is the mothership coming back for me? Because, like, they obviously forgot to come and get me back. And it's like, you talk to some people, or you try to talk to some people about these type of things, and they just look at you like, what the fuck? And you're like, okay, cool. I feel invalidated now, and I'm just gonna go cry. But then you talk to other people, and it is nice knowing that others are like this. But it's like so difficult, because I'm like, well, how am I meant to like navigate life and stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, I just don't know how to do any of it. Hence why I'm like, I need kind of help with it. And it's like, my ADHD clinic had the fucking audacity in an email to be like, oh, reminding me that like medication wasn't the only thing. Like, it was, you know, like, other approaches and stuff in terms of like, you know, kind of like talking about it and getting your life organized and stuff is really important with ADHD. And they were like pointing that out, and I was like, cool, so where the fuck is the resource then? Because I was like, well, telling me this is useless. You know what I mean? Exactly same. God forbid if someone, oh my god, the worst time ever, I hated this at university, when someone wanted to meet at like a really weird time, like 4:30, and I was like, right, does that mean that we're going to have dinner then? Or are we just going to sit about and then I need to run home and have dinner before I feel really like unwell because I haven't eaten? I was like, I need, and it's like, oh my god, nights out, don't even get me started on this. I would go on nights out at university, not really enjoy them. Sometimes I did. It really depended on the day, to be honest. But most of the time I ended up bailing, and people just ended up hating me because I always said, like, I always cancel last minute. But it's like, when there wasn't a plan at the end of the night, like, well, how are we getting home? Or like, when are we getting home? Like, what time are we going to be leaving? Like, I needed to know all this. And I'm not ashamed to say that at university, I often just got the last bus home on my own, because I was just pissed off and annoyed, because no one ever had any answers in terms of like, when will we be going? Is it, you know, I don't want to be stood out here in the street at like, you know, 3 a.m. or whatever with no plan. And for some people, they're like, spontaneous, whatever, it's chill. And I'm like, I can't now relax. I'm anxious thinking about how I'm getting home, you know? And there was plenty of times I fully cancelled like doing things with people because they just couldn't give me an answer as to like what the tea was. And I was like, I need it. I can't deal with the anxiety of not knowing the whole time, you know? Like, I can't deal with that. I need to know. Or yeah, like if it's over a food time, like, are we eating or not? Oh, Sobin, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have my thing on like max because I was just recommended it by a friend to like have the verification settings on like max, just for like safety and stuff. So I'm so sorry, friend. I'm so sorry, friend. I hope you're getting your droppies now. I hope you're getting your droppies. Yeah, I don't know what we're yapping about really at this point. I'm in a very, like, existential kind of, like, trying to figure shit out type of vibe. Like, I'm 28. Like, obviously, like, I'm not super young, but I'm also, you know, I have, you know, not a lot of life experience in a lot of things. And a lot of, like, key events for me happened, like, at the very height of the pandemic. So, like, those things were a bit off for me. And I do think that, obviously, like, being in lockdown had, like, an impact, you know? And it's like, I was pretty social in lockdown. Like, well, not actual lockdown, like, obviously when we were... But when it started to ease and we could, like, socialize within bubbles and stuff, you know, I always tried my best, like, at uni and stuff like that. But it's just, like, the people just weren't the same as me. And it's like, I think neurodivergent to neurodivergent people, even if you are two very different people, have very different circumstances, like, I always try my absolute hardest to understand the other person and where they're coming from and, like, what their circumstance is, especially if it's different to mine. But I feel like sometimes when it's, like, you're talking to, like, a neurotypical person, I find this sometimes, or I have found this in the past, not everyone, obviously, but some people, I feel like I'm trying desperately to relate to them and trying to understand them and where they're coming from, but it's not reciprocated. As in, they're not, it's not, do you know what I mean? It's just very different to do that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think, like, I'm, like, I think, like, I don't know, I think if I'd known a bit more about myself at university, I think I would have felt less bad, because, like, I felt bad a lot of the time. I cancelled things at the last minute, you know. There was times when, you know, I said I was going on a night out, and then literally 10 minutes before I was like, I can't do this, and it's because I was tired and anxious, overstimulated, and I just wanted to curl up on my bed and play my game, or watch TV, or whatever it might have been. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just did not want to do the thing anymore, you know? I didn't want to do it, and that was that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was that. Didn't want to do it. And people got pissed off at me. People got pissed off at me a lot. People got very, very snippy and shouty with me. People stopped talking to me for periods of time, which is really childish of a, like, you know, 20-plus-year-old. But because I would cancel things last minute, or I wouldn't come to things, you know, like, and, you know, I'd explain to them why, and they still wouldn't give a fuck. And then, like, you know, it's just like, it's irritating when it's like you feel like you're bending backwards for people. Like, we were, like, you know, I feel like I was masking and trying to, like, fit in as much as possible, but then it's not being reciprocated. Like, as in, they're just not interested in what you're doing it, you know? Real. That's actually such an interesting thing to study as well. Like, I'm so in my era right now, although I struggle massively to, like, read text and read books or anything like that, like, finding out and learning knowledge about neurodivergence, especially, and obviously, like, for me, you know, diagnosed ADHD, I'm on the list for autism and stuff. I think I'm going to go back to my plot, by the way, because I probably will maybe be potentially having to wrap up semi-soon-ish. So I think I'm just going to go back to my plot, if that is okay. Use cooldown. I was like, what is that? But, I mean, again, like, you know, for some people, they'd be like, ew, but, like, for me, TikTok I've found a lot of stuff on there just by accident, because obviously you watch one video a little bit too long about something, then it picks up on your algorithm, you know, and stuff, and it starts showing you more. And I've learned a lot of stuff that's made me feel less like an absolute alien, because I didn't realize how bad I felt, like how out of it I felt. I've always felt different to everyone around me and stuff, and I've always felt very much different to my peers of a similar age, etc. Of course, I'm so sorry to, like, ditch you, like, kind of not, like, you know, we obviously probably haven't been fishing very long and stuff, but I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to basically, like, I don't know, I'm trying to manage my energy, and it's bloody hard. Do I need all these fish? Right, I don't need any of the anchovies, because they'll be quite small. I'm like, what would I need these even for? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I should keep some of them, because they're rare, but otherwise I'm like, I don't know why I'm keeping them. Actually, I think those ones I wanted to keep because they were star quality. I think I'll keep, like, one of each of these. And then sell the rest of them, I think. Yeah, and then obviously keep the coral. And then we also have a random freaking crabby plush that we got as well. Yeah, so in summary to whatever the fuck that was, I might put the crab here and be friends with the chapper. I haven't taken any screenshots today, which is really bad because I need them for YouTube. So I'm gonna just try and take one of me in this massive chapel statue right now. I've not been very good today at that. But we move. It's not the best screenshot ever, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll just get... Oh, I should have just got some footage of me fishing. Can I get some footage of me fishing here? Wait, can I not fish in that? Oh, no, I can fish in this one. It's this one. I was like, one of these you can fish in, but I can't remember which one it is. Hello? Why can't I see myself? Oh, because it's not in selfie mode. No, I don't want... Oh my god, it's all gone wrong. If you press the same button, it doesn't work. Now it's gone all freezy and sad. Just wanted to get a picture of me fishing. Didn't think it'd be this difficult, Palia. Jesus. Please, Palia. Behave. All I want is just me fishing, and I just want to take a picture of it. So I can use it. Ideally without me looking behind me like I'm like, what's going on? Ideally kind of without my Ferris as well, to be fair, but... Which I feel bad about, because I'm like, lol, but... I've never noticed that you, like, your character, like, very, very slowly winds the thing. Why have I never noticed that? There we go. One from this angle as well. Sorry to be annoying. It won't let me move. There we go. I was like, please. Please let me move. Please let me move. There we go. Oh, it won't even let me take off there. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Slay time, slay times. We'll take my Ferris off now. Take my Ferris off. So sorry for the people that are currently in an ad. I will wait until everyone is out of the ad properly. I'm going to pop out of Palia now. Because my energy is not too bad, but I don't want to absolutely push myself to the point of, like, absolutely just too much, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to accidentally push it too far, you know? Not too far. I think PNG Tube is meant to be on this. Oh, it is, but it's all silly and weird. We can rectify that right now. Bear with. Don't know why it's like this. Don't know why it's very, very different size and it's all croppied. I don't know what's gone on here, actually. Let me just... There we go. Look, we can be a seal here. Just put me in this corner. A little bit smaller, but it's there. It's there. But yeah, I'm trying to be mindful where I don't stream to the point of, like, absolute exhaustion, which is what I kind of think used to do. And I do have all my chores to do, which is stressing me out a bit. And I also just, obviously just, well, I'll see what I can get done, to be honest. I need to do a lot of junk journaling today, but I don't know if I will. I'll just see. I'm trying to be really kind to myself, at the moment and not make myself feel bad because already life is quite difficult at times anyway. So, you know, but thank you so much everyone for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subby and the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follows as well. I really do appreciate it. I very much appreciate everyone just being here and listening to me yap about stuff, and I'm glad that it's, like, relatable for some people as well, because I find that helpful. Like, I find it helpful when I can relate when, you know, to someone that I may be watching, or just even if someone's just posting, like, I find it helpful because I just don't feel as, like, alone, you know? And on that vein, if anyone ever wants to DM and yap more about this, you're more than welcome. My DMs are open on everywhere. So you're more than welcome if you would like to. There's no pressure. You obviously do not have to do that at all. But just, like, letting people know and stuff like that, you know? I think it's most important to just be super honest about your feelings and needs and not worry so much about how it will how it will impact somebody else, because sometimes you have to be selfish and that's okay. You know, like, you can't... Being a people pleaser will probably catch up with you. It has definitely for me, where I've just kind of gone along with things for a long time. And now it's like, hey, I don't actually like doing that thing, or hey, that actually causes me a lot of stress. Can we do this instead? And obviously it's a compromise, but I think it's most important to consider what is best for everybody, you know? And if someone is telling you, hey, that makes me anxious, I don't really want to do that, or hey, I do want to do that activity with you, but I'm going to maybe engage slightly differently just because of how I'm feeling or whatever, like, the best thing you can do is honor that, you know? And I think by being open and honest in general, that, like, promotes that, you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you for listening to me yap about it. I feel like I'm just in that space at the moment. Like, I was really considering doing a just chatting stream where I, like, talked about just like my experience of being neurodivergent and like late diagnosed and like all of that type of stuff. But I thought it might be boring. But if it is something that you think would be fun, I might do something like that, I guess, because I'm kind of like, well, that might be interesting to do or helpful to do, or also just kind of like a opportunity to just yap and that be the main thing or whatever and stuff. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But thank you everyone for being here. This is my Discord. And these are my socials as well. I will also pop up my YouTube because that's where all my VODs now go. The VODs only stay for like a week or something on Twitch. So I do post on my YouTube. If you would go on there and have a look at some of my recent shorts as well, they've absolutely flopped in terms of views, even though I spent ages on them. Which happens, which happens. Do you know what I mean? It literally does. It does in fact happen. But if anyone wants to check them out, you're more than welcome. I'm just gonna go see if there's anyone we can raid. At the moment, for myself, I am only raiding people who have the little badge on. Um, which I can pop that actually out for you right now. There's a little badge that people are using. It doesn't mean if you don't have the badge, it doesn't mean that you are opted in to Gen AI or anything like that. But it's just a really easy for me personally. Visually, it's really easy to I can like flick down and see what the tiers and stuff. I think we're gonna go over to Banoffee actually. I don't think we've ever managed. Have we ever managed to read them? I don't think so. We're gonna go over to Banoffee. They're doing some art at the moment. Um, they're very, very talented, so I'm like, "Listen, I would love the opportunity, to go over and say hello to them." I think that'd be really, really cool. Um, they're doing some art, again, very talented, very vibes and stuff, so, we are gonna start out that raid now, friends. So these are the raid messages, so make sure you copy the one that's for you. The top one is what? The top one is for, subs, and the bottom one is for everybody else, so please just make sure you use the one that's for you. I don't know when I'll be back, I'll be fully honest, I'm unsure. Um, there's a potential for Thursday, depending on energy levels. Wednesday and Friday, probably not. Um, Definitely not Wednesday, definitely not tomorrow. Maybe Friday, depending on timings, I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna push myself too much, or if it is not possible, it's not possible. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for all the raids, the follows, but more importantly, just being here and yapping. I appreciate that more than actually, like, anything. I'm very, very, very blessed that, you'll enjoy and like yapping also, so we can all yap together and stuff. Yeah, so I'll be back at one point, I hope one point this week. Even if it might even have to be slightly different timings or something, I will just see what is possible. Maybe Thursday, but again, socials, Discord, I will 100% do. You got the chair built? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I missed that message. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. But yeah, make sure you copy those raid messages, friends. We're gonna go over to Banoffee now, who is doing some art. They're a very, very cool streamer. And I think you'll enjoy the vibes. And I will see you over there. Goodbye, everyone.